to make the dream work. Let's go. Let's go, Mets. We're gonna make it this time. We're gonna take it home. Let's go. Let's go, Mets. Do it. Let's go. Do it. Let's go. Make it happen. Let's go. Where there's a Mets man, you'll find a Mets fan. Let's go. Let's go, Mets. This is a Mets year for all your Mets here. Let's go. Let's go, Mets. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home now. Let's go. Make it happen. There's no stopping us now. We're gonna do it again. It's not a question of how. It's just a matter. It's just a matter. It's just a matter of
Hello again, everybody. Joe Piscopo, Shea Stadium. The big story. Mets 86. Exciting, thrilling, awesome. Let's take a look.
do it. Do it. We got the teamwork to make the dream work. We got the teamwork to make the dream work. We got the teamwork to make the dream work. Ooh, we got the teamwork to make the dream work. We're gonna make it this time. We're gonna take it home. Let's go.
Meet the Mets, meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the METS Mets of New York town. Oh, the butcher and the baker and the people on the streets, where do they go? To meet the Mets! Oh, they're hollering and cheering and they're jumping in their seats. Where do they go? To meet the Mets! All the fans are true to the orange and blue, so hurry up and come on down, 'cause we got ourselves a ball club, the Mets of New York town. Give 'em a yell, give 'em a hand, and let 'em know you're rooting in the stand. Come on and meet the Mets, meet the Mets.
And what is up, Mets fans? Welcome to the Mets Watch Party in-game live with myself and CP, who will join us in just a little bit. I just wanted to introduce the in-game stream and how this works. If you haven't been in my in-game lives before, this is the direct setup. It'll have me, Chris on the bottom, and in that green box, we'll have MLB Game Day, so you can follow the game in multitudes of ways. You can follow it by watching. You can follow it by listening, because I do provide the game audio of the Mets game and we will provide everything that we need for the game. You get your instant reactions, our instant reactions while the game is going on. And in between commercials, me and Chris will break down that inning and talk about it a little bit more. So make sure you hit on that like button. We're going to be with you for the entirety of the game. So make sure you guys hit on that like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for my channel and if you're watching on Chris's channel as well. So welcome to the first of the 2024 season Mets watch party right here on Talking Mets at Rob, which has been a staple and why a lot of people enjoy my channel is for the in-game lives. Because of my moving process, there hasn't been none this year yet, but we're going to be doing a ton of these during the season, and it's been a lot of fun throughout last year and parts most of 2022 as well. When Chris comes, he will introduce himself, but the game is about to start. And again, guys, I am streaming the game because I'm not in New York anymore. So there's going to be a delay with game day and the audio. So I just wanted to make sure everybody's aware of that. But you get multiple ways of watching it. And we'll get ready for Mets baseball in a few minutes. So let me show you how this works. And we'll be ready to go. And we'll listen to the live audio. So you got game day. So you got the score, you got the pitch sequence, you got the batter, you got the pitcher, and all that fun stuff as well. And the man of the hour is coming right now, and he's going to show up at the bottom of the screen in just a second. And there he goes. All right. So we got the in-game right here, Chris. I explained to everybody how this works. I know you're new to the in-game on my channel. So again, I play the game audio, and in between innings, we, break it down, instant reactions during the game and all that fun stuff. So hello again.
Hello, and hello to everybody in the chat as well. Let's play some baseball. This is the first time that I'm doing this with you, Rob, and this should be a blast. And I appreciate everybody up here joining us. It's a little bit of a weird start time, 45 today, but you know what? We make it work here between us, so let's do it.
Absolutely. So again, I got the Mets lineup and got the Giants lineup as well in the pitching matchup. The game's starting, so I'm going to raise up the volume so you guys can listen. Enjoy the game, guys, and we'll break it down while we can.
Sinker below the strike zone, a ball and strike. Well, he sure does throw across his body. But he's going to have a sinker here when he does that. The ball's going to sink. Sinker, slider, pitcher. Really the only two pitches he throws, and the slider's called foul, and it's 1-2. This is not new for Walker. He opened 13 games as a rookie.
This guy's motion's weird, Rob.
There's his stride towards
Say that again?
the base line. Really
his motion?
Almost side to make his breaking ball flat. It's going to be trouble for him against left-hand hitters. Started Manaea on deck, 1-2 to Nimmo, and he just got a piece of that.
Got to get Nimmo started here.
So 13 games last year for the Giants, and in those 13 games,
1-2. Let's see him work a count here. 193 on the season. This man, I think he pitched in the opening game of this series. Ryan Walker did, but this delivery is so weird.
Swinging against the slider, and Walker has
Oh, boy. Nimmo just looks lost.
Really having a tough time.
Striking out too much.
We're synced up here, right? I think we're synced up here.
Me and you are synced up for sure. If you're watching on New York SNY,
Yeah.
You're probably ahead of us for sure. Because I know me and Chris are streaming it right now.
Yep.
He's had a terrific road trip. 5 for 8 in this series, and he gets the first pitch foul, 0-1.
You know what I've been seeing a lot more recently, Rob? I've been seeing a lot more Starling Marte running on the base paths, which I love.
That means he's healthy.
Absolutely.
And the motion again, look where he starts with his hand way low. The one finger out of the glove, which is unusual. A lot of pitchers are afraid they tip. And he strikes out with a slider, so back-to-back strikeout for Ryan Walker to start his afternoon.
Making this guy look like Cy Young.
He's going to be tough on the right-hand hitter.
I wonder if he goes 2. If he's pitching this quickly, he's going 2 for sure.
Yeah, I would think so. We got to beat them in a bullpen game, man. Be frustrating.
Yep.
All right, left-handed Lindor.
Change-up last night. It takes a slider for a strike from Walker. Lindor 0 for 7 in this series and a 14-game on-base streak stopped last night. He's wearing sunglasses on a cloudy day. And a fastball up and in. Zone 2.
Oh, boy.
That's a squeaker, folks. I mean,
Ball in the dirt.
he didn't keep the promise.
Woo.
Taking high ball, 2 strikes.
If I'm Walker right now, I'm throwing that ball in the dirt. He'll swing at it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Infield hit.
Of course he gets a
Very
hit like
nice.
that.
We'll take it. We'll take it. You know what? At this point, lefty Lindor will take it. I like that. Swinging bunt to the third baseman. He's even smiling out there. I love it.
And he swung at the ball in the dirt, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
All
man.
right, Pete, come on.
Oh, I love it, man. This is awesome.
Pete Alonso, homer in the first game of the series.
Liner in the books. That's right, Ibby.
He just had 2 career at bats against Ryan Walker, and one of them was a home run.
Come on, Pete.
He loves hitting in this ballpark.
Everyone in the chat can hear the audio, right? I just want to make sure of that before we continue this. If you need me to raise the volume, please let me know.
I can hear it through the screen, so I think that's good.
Okay.
Started and stopped.
Ooh.
Ellie thought about throwing behind him.
It's a good pitch.
Yeah, catcher never framed it.
Bailey took that pitch away from him. Look at the 1 foot. There's so many little oddities.
He's got that pigeon toe type start here when he comes set. It's interesting.
Swinging strike and it's a 2 to 1 to 3 straight fastball beat. Walker might only go 1 inning, but he's capable of doing multiple. He's thrown as many as 3 innings in a game. He had the major leagues and as many as 51 pitches. His second appearance in this series. And
oh no! Oh no! Come on, Pete, get up.
Man.
First base.
It's on the arm.
How did that?
What's this guy complaining about?
He didn't swing. He turned his body.
Yeah, he didn't swing at all.
Did it hit him in the chest?
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
They hit him right in the chest. Oh my goodness.
I never seen that.
It looked like a 2-seamer tailing in on him.
Yeah, that's a pitch you should have given that much on. Well, I'll take it.
Holy cow, that's scary, man.
When you got 2 strikes, you're gonna bear down. I know you bear down. I can't think of a better term.
Oh, yeah. Luckily, he didn't hit his hand.
And that's not a swing. I don't.
Come on, Brett.
All right, come on, Brett.
Well, that a swing on me out of it. Well, I mean, just because you're trying to get out of the way doesn't mean that it wasn't a swing. I mean, the back comes through. I don't know. It's a difficult.
We got Daniel in the chat too. Daniel bet a Alonso home run today for plus 550. Hopefully his bet's hit.
You're here.
That's a big number.
You said last night, so you're not just here to sign autographs. You're here to analyze the action.
So 1-0, he throws Brett Beatty a breaking ball. Brett seemed to be actually on that breaking ball, which is good.
Yeah, if I'm Walker, I'm throwing fastballs belt high. There's no need. If I'm going to throw a breaking ball, it's going to be in the dirt.
Right.
Brett Beatty 1 for 7 in this series. And the slider fouled off. And again, Walker gets ahead of the
Come on.
There's another one.
For 1 and 2 on every hitter in this inning. A lot of his stuff is the same elevation. His fastball doesn't sink really, only when he gets it down, but it runs away flat. and his slider breaks the opposite plate flat. For a second, Alonso at first, and Beatty watches the fastball.
All right,
outside.
2-2.
So the fifth ball.
When I played high school ball, we used to do twos here, and you used to shake your hat like this. We got twos all around.
It's like a lineup that was crafted for playing Snell, but Thomas Mendoza stuck with it when Snell was scratched. And Beatty.
All right, fight that off. That was a tough pitch.
It's bait in the at bat. Got to be.
That's the at bats I want to see from Beatty. Work it. Get your pitch.
Lead out. Really got to start at 6 inches off the plate to make it be on the inside corner. 2 out, 2 on, 2 and 2 to Beatty. And Brickett's flyer lifts it to left center field. Cutting across his.
Get down.
Lord. All right, guys. So Mets didn't score in the top of the first. So this is how we do it. It's commercial time. So again, Mets left runners in scoring position. Once again, they had opportunities. You got to take advantage of these opportunities.
Yeah. Runners in scoring position has been Achilles' heel for the Mets here the last couple of games, and that trend continues today. I don't know. I mean, that was some weird motion by Mr. Ryan there, but I don't know. Just the swings that I was seeing, a lot of swing and misses, a lot of swinging through balls. We'll see what happens and if that trend continues today.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, guys, game day is going to be ahead of my audio because I am streaming it. I'm not in New York anymore, so I'm not getting direct feed from SNY. So you're going to get a little bit of a delay. The inning might be over prior to the audio that me and Chris are watching because I think we're linked up stream-wise since we're not in New York. So just bear with us with that. But if it's like maybe 5-6 seconds, it's a lot. So unfortunately, Mets didn't score once again with runners on. Lindor got a hit. I mean, hey, line drive in his scorebooks tomorrow. I'll take it.
We'll take that. We'll take that. It'd be in the chat said the same thing here, but kind of counterintuitive when we're talking about Brett Beatty's hard hit rate in the pregame show.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he does. If it's not a lazy fly ball, it's a grounder to second base. Like, I mean, Brett Beatty needs to sign his name on like the second base dirt, like right around that area, because that's where he loves to hit it. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Bottom of the first coming up. Sean Manaea on the mound. Mets got one hit. And let's see if Sean Manaea can beat a stopper today because we need him to beat a stopper. So here we go, guys. Bottom of the first. Giants coming up.
Right-handed platoon. Mike Conforto will stay in the 3-hole against the left-hander Sean Manaea. Austin Slater leads off and takes a fastball away from Manaea, who spent last year as a Giant. There's his Toyota numbers. Eye on Manaea, third time through the order. A lot of the Mets pitchers have beat. I just kind of get the sense that right now with Manaea, they want him twice through the order, just depending on how he pitches that particular day. 5 innings against the Dodgers last time out, gave up 2 runs and 4 hits, worked out a lot of trouble.
All right.
Strike, it's 2-2.
Caught the paint there, 2-2.
Start this year. All of his bats have been against lefties. So he goes away with the change up and it's 3-2. Sean's motion, one of the old-fashioned motions where he brings his hands over the top of his head, both hands. Everything away to Slater, and that one's away on the outside.
There we go.
I got the call on the outside corner, painted some black on that one. I love that.
Give me that extra inch or 2 off the plate. I'll take it.
I was just going to mention how Slater was batting 083 on the season. I was just like, holy cow, but I don't want to be a Gary Cohen jinx, but the woes continue, I guess.
So 1 out and nobody on. Here's Wilmer Flores. Wilmer has reached a milestone in his career. He has now played more games since leaving the Mets than he played for the Mets. He reached that milestone on Monday. It's ball strike and it's 1-1.
Time flies here.
Nice. Hey, here's the way I
Yep.
look at it. And I said this to you the other day. He's
Ooh.
32 years old.
Here's that sweeper.
It's half his life
Nasty.
ago. Since the first signed him. He's 16. That's a little look at it, no doubt. They asked Homer how he was doing. He said, I have a little baby.
See, that's the pitch I'm talking about, Rob. 1-2 in the pitcher's count, throwing a competitive pitch that I said in the pregame. That was way outside. Would like to see that a little bit more competitive. Obviously, he lost some grip on that one, but that's exactly the prime example for everyone at home in the chat.
This spring, his name is.
See, that changeup was more of a competitive pitch.
Much better 2-2. I would have liked to see that pitch 1-2 because I think you get the strikeout.
Agree.
Big Friends fan.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There you go. Tie him up inside.
I don't know who this umpire is, but I like him already. So hopefully, hopefully he keeps being generous.
I'll take it until the offense decides to score some runs for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever been to San Francisco? The ballpark?
No, I've never been. I heard it's a great ballpark, though.
Me neither. I've been all around California except for there.
What do you think of the Dodgers Stadium? You said you liked it, right?
Yeah, because it's like they did a lot of new things to it, and because it's still one of the older stadiums, it has that old vibe, but it has some good things to it, new things. But the fans are just make the experience terrible. But the stadium's really nice.
Right.
At night, it's amazing.
Yeah, I need to get out to one of those ballparks. Haven't been to any games on the West Coast.
When the sun is setting, you get the mountains in the background. Pretty cool.
Put him away here, Sean.
Series, including a home run Monday night. He shoots out.
Conforto having a pretty good series here. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's gotten a lot back to his old approach, and he's hitting opposite field pretty efficiently. So he's having a decent start to his season.
That's when he's best.
Struck him out. There we
Got
go.
him.
Good inning, Sean.
We'll take it. All right, so that's a nice bottom of the first for Sean Manaea. Couple of strikeouts. And he looked good. That sweeper. Again, it'd be nice if he throws them competitive pitches right away when he got a guy with 2 strikes, but he looked good there, Chris.
No, that was a great inning. I mean, there's not much more you want out of him. Obviously, that one pitch that I talked about, obviously ringing true, like we just said, but can't ask for more than that. Good start. Let's get the bats going. Let's get him a lead. We talked about in the Dodgers series, giving your starting pitchers breathing room. We need to do that today.
Yeah, absolutely. The offense got to get going here. You can't rally in the 9th inning and expect to come back from 4 or 5 runs down. It happens every now and then, but you can't just rely on that. You gotta give your team. It's nice when pitchers have a lead. When they pitch with a lead, they can pitch differently. They can pitch a little bit more to contact and not try to strike everybody out. You don't want to put runners on and God forbid give up a big bomb and you're down 2-3 runs. You got to give them a lead. I mean, the Mets pitchers, we're probably at the bottom of the league of giving our starters leads early on, probably the 5th inning or earlier.
Right. And it makes all the difference in the world too. Just logically too. Your starting pitcher's not going to press out there. He's not going to start aiming the ball. He's going to know that he can make a mistake or two, and look to bounce back with the lead. Whereas the breathing room just gets very tight without one. So it's not rocket science. Obviously, it's easier said than done. But especially with the pitching staff that we still have a lot of questions about, especially with no Kodai Senga. It's important for this offense to carry some of the load and take some pressure off. So I just want to shout out to everybody in the chat as well. Make sure all are hitting that thumbs up as always on both streams. This is being streamed to both YouTube channels. Appreciate everybody that's new in here, maybe popping in for the first time. Hit that subscribe button. Definitely going to be doing a little bit more of this with Rob and doing some commentary here. So hopefully you all enjoy. We appreciate the support.
Absolutely. Tyron Taylor is leading off in a second. No score. Mets got 1 hit. See if we can put some runs on the board. Here we go.
Tyron Taylor leads off the second. 6'11" Sean Jelly is the second man.
New
6'11".
pitcher already.
Holy cow.
The MLB. And
Damn, he's all legs.
Taylor hits
That might be a base hit.
Here's Taylor. Beat it out. Beat it out.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
they got him.
that's a hell of a play.
It's a great play. Tyro Estrada always seems to kill the Mets, man. I hate it. That dude's a stud when it comes to playing the New York Mets.
Yep.
The throw is the difficult part. And accurate, nice stretch
Oh,
by Wilmer.
are they
Stayed on the
challenging
bag.
that?
Good job by Flores. I think he stayed on, right?
Play.
It's a good play.
Just get that toe down on the cushion.
Gary said 6'11" for this pitcher, right, Rob? I'm not just hearing things.
No, he said that.
Now has 15 multiple hit games against the Giants in his career.
His legs are like 6'2" alone.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's only just his second appearance of the season. The notable problems he's
There we go.
pulled down to first,
Ah.
and almost got back.
Ah.
Where two-
Giants defense has been stellar this series, man, especially that infield defense. They are not letting anything through.
wanted
Yep.
outs above average. They have really made all the plays right here.
Philly fan with money on the Mets. All right, we'll
I was
take
just gonna type. He said, "Yo, did you have a beer before you got here?"
it.
Good series. We had a tough day. Had a real good series.
Well, Archie, I hope the Mets win. You get money, but I hope you feel you lose today. Sorry.
It's been few and far between with them losing in the Braves and that hot streak the Mets
Yeah,
had.
really. All right, Jake Paul, let's go.
Electric in the chat saying the same thing. That's funny.
Ah,
There you go, Bader. Oh, hung up for him. That was a great swing, though. I like that swing.
yeah, that was a good swing, good bat on ball, but playing right where he hit it basically. So in that inning, but the bottom of the order, they put good at bats together. What are you gonna do? Good defensive play. You can't really do anything about that. He hit the ball up the middle. What are you gonna do? So, Manaea back on the mound. I wonder, Chris, losing streak, so people are jumping off the Shea Bridge. What are your thoughts with like people that like one day the Mets are the best team in baseball to them, the next day they're the worst team in baseball? Like, I mean, I know like it's an emotional thing, but sometimes you got to take a step back and realize it's only April 24th. Regardless,
Yeah,
either way.
I think honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to be that type of fan where I was just like so up and down with the team as they went, but I realize that it's a game of 162. These guys really like there's so much human element that goes into a season with the injuries, with the slumps, etc. It's just like if you like, I never want to tell anyone how to fan, but if you're up and down as the team goes up and down and you can't keep even keel as a fan, you're going to drive yourself insane. And if that's what you want while you're watching sports, then more power to you. But the beautiful thing about baseball is that most oftentimes than not, or more oftentimes than not, the New York Mets are going to go out there and take the field the next day after a loss, unless it's a scheduled off day. And obviously they're going to be right back at it. So, I like to think about the season in chunks when we analyze trends, when something holds true for like weeks at a time instead of just 2 or 3 games at a time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. All right. Bottom of the second, no score. Manaea on the mound. Just so you know,
Jorge
the stream
Soler.
is about a pitch behind the game day, by the way, guys.
Jorge Soler, new Giants edition. Obviously, a lot of Mets fans, including myself, were like, were the Mets taking a shot at him? But starting off 239 on the year so far. So he went into orbit, I think, a couple days ago. Not against the Mets, but he sent one into orbit, and it's just like that man has so much power to him. It's insane.
Killer with those Philadelphia Phillies.
Yep. Oh, Pat Burrell is the hitting coach for the Giants. Met killer for the Phillies.
There you go.
As far as his, and Philly is concerned. And that's outside ball 4.
Lead off walk.
Giants have their first
Ugh.
lead off walk. Slayer. T-Mobile. Here's the coverage cam. Strike 3. Strike 3. Up and in. Hanging, breaking ball, off speed, full Conforto got him out in front. Strike 3.
He struck out the side in that first inning. I couldn't even realize that.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
He's got himself lead off there.
That was good hitting. That was a good pitch inside. He just turned on it.
Yeah.
It's good this series.
Manaea scares me from the stretch.
Yeah. I mean, this is a dangerous situation right now, obviously. First and second, no outs. But that's something that I like the Mets pitchers doing a lot more recently. I think Luis Severino and definitely Sean Manaea have been trying to do more as pitch up and in to the right-handed batters. And I like that sort of strategy. But credit there. The hitter just turned on it.
Yep. Is a right-hand batter.
Come on, we need a double play ball.
Bats and film from the other side. Just before that pitch was thrown a lot.
Middle pitch. I don't like that. I don't like that location.
Last night, obviously, it's a display by Joe Mendel. It's been a big best class Mets infielders made this year.
He went.
Nice. Yeah, he went.
Take it. Let's go.
Put him away.
That's mutual behind the in-state product. Actually drafted by Kansas City, traded to Oakland for Ben Zobrist. A year in San Diego, a year in San Francisco, and now pitching against the Giants. Where is Valparaiso University? Yeah, that's there. Okay. No. I did not. It's true. A big shot. Huh? Now they
Good block by Nito there. I don't like those. I like the 0-2 selection, but needs to be more competitive 1-2, like we said in the first inning. That's now you're right back at even with the hitter right now. And that's what I'm talking about.
Now he's got to stay probably around the zone now, which is dangerous.
Yeah.
Raised in a pretty small town in India. And that's ball 3.
3-2. Oh boy.
That nausea in those first few weeks. That pitchers have struggled with control last night. That pitchers did not walk a single batter. And, that was certainly a step in the right direction. Nice already walked 1. And now he's walking there.
Oh.
Had him 0-2.
So this is what I'm saying. For those of you at home that don't believe me when I say watch Sean Manaea when he's in a pitcher's count 0-2-1-2, is that if you keep on doing that and you're not competitive with those pitches, they're not going to chase it. And then you just go back in and walk a batter. Not great. Not good. Real jams to get yourself out of now. Bases loaded, no outs. I'll take a double play right back to the pitcher, though.
I'll give up a run for 2 outs.
That too. I would take that too.
Oh, 2 again.
All right. Let's see if the process is a little bit better here. I'd like to see a competitive pitch right now, early in the count, put him away.
Yep. Agree.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Get there.
That's what
All right.
That's what
There
you
we
get,
go.
Rob. You put a ball in the strike zone, right? It was touching that inside corner. Great location. You get the pop out. That's exactly how you execute. Now a double play gets you out of the inning. Let's go. Let's get it.
Manaea got 32 pitches in the bottom of the second with 1 out. So this can be a long inning for him or a short inning. He gets out with like 35, 36 pitches. That's a good sign going into the next couple of innings.
Yep. Straight up infield too for the New York Mets. McNeil shaded a little bit closer to the second base side.
Nice pitch.
Good location. See, I'm liking these back-to-back inside pitches right on the inside corner. Great execution right now.
2 home runs in the minors last year, hit 292. This is something that changed up. It's a ball and strike. Fitzy did most of the catching for us in 1984. Montreal, the Gary Carter deal. Yep. Great guy, good friend.
Good.
Oh! Where is that ball?
The umpire.
Oh,
That's a
he was
joke.
calling that in the
That's a joke.
first inning.
Yeah.
One time it's a strike, next time it's a ball.
Consistency. We need that. Oh,
3-1.
fucking
3-1
Christ.
on its way, coming soon. Oh, goodness.
Made himself all the way to the corner now.
Look, challenge him.
Pregame
Challenge
is
him.
a hot hitter.
Gotta
Just
challenge
throw
him.
it.
Gotta throw it.
Don't
Throw
mess
it right
around.
down the middle,
Don't
at
walk
least.
him.
Tyler Fitzgerald.
Nice.
There you
All
go.
right.
That's what I want to see. Vote a little bit higher.
What do you go
It
with
seems
here,
like
Rob?
he's a little bit antsy. I'll go to the high fastball, a little bit higher this time.
Bases loaded.
Yeah, I don't think he wastes. I don't think he messes around with any sort of changeup. I think he's going right back to the fastball.
Yeah.
3-2 coming.
Oh,
He popped it up.
that looked like a changeup, no, Rob?
The outfield
That's an
fence.
infield fly. Well,
Batter is
Huh?
out. That's a big second out.
Nice. We take those.
What you
That
said?
looked
I'm
like a
sorry.
changeup to me, but I like. That's a great pitch right there, especially in a high leverage situation like
Whatever
that.
he felt
I was
comfortable
thinking that
throwing,
there's 2 outs.
He lifted it.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? He was comfortable throwing that changeup for a strike. I'm good.
Yep.
7 for 18.
Come on.
Scoring position this year. That's 389. And he swings and bounces one foul, nothing in one. And misspoke about Bryce Drew. I said he was coach Scott. Okay, Bryce is in Grand Canyon. Well, I corrected that.
We got Carson and Ibby in the chat.
What's up, guys?
Walks.
Swing on a pitch up away. 1-1.
Walks elevating
When
as
the
soon
Mets
as
are not
someone
keeping you
joins the Mets.
entertained, when the Mets are not keeping you entertained, we'll try our best. I promise.
Good offensive start. And always terrific.
That's a good changeup.
Right. Big pitch right here. 2-1.
2-1, bases loaded, 2 outs. 2-1 pitches on its way soon. 9
you
batter.
gotta
You got to
tie
go
him up.
after him, man.
And that's well inside.
Oh.
He came with a 2-1 cutter. And now it's 3-1. Time to the bases loaded, then Manea's ball behind 3-1. He came back to get Fitzgerald. And at second, Bailey at first with 2 down.
Fuck it up.
Nice.
Did he
All
put out of
right, we
it?
take that. We
Yes, he
take
did.
that.
Let's go.
Ooh.
I'll take that. What do you have? Like 39 pitches in that? All right. Perfect. I'll take that. Whew. All right. Could have been calling this game early today, but Manaea got battled out of it. Now we got to get the offense going, Chris.
Yeah, get the offense going. Obviously, listen, that was beautifully done by Sean Manaea.
Yep,
but
we
like
got to
we
get it
said,
going,
the
guys. Got to get it
efficiency
going,
of
guys.
those
Come off.
efficiency of those counts, though, Rob. That's what I'm worried about. We'll see how far he goes today, but just get the bats going. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, look, a little bit of offense. Great game that we played the losing streak. We trailed. You got to score runs early. You got to give your pitcher a little bit of breathing room. We talked about this in the pregame.
Yep.
It's been a problem for this team this year. Even when they were on their winning streak, they were still, coming back from games. They need to get ahead. Play from ahead. It's a lot easier. They should try that sometime.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Manaea did a Houdini act and got out of a bases loaded, no out. Yeah, right? You ain't kidding. Oh, Lord. Oh,
Listen, though,
all right, guys. So
what I will
once
say,
the
though,
stream comes
Rob,
back on for us.
what I will say is that I really do like the way Sean Manaea battled back in the face of adversity there. You talk about bases loaded, no outs. Yes, we're complaining about the efficiency of the pitches and the competitiveness of pitches, but he's battling and he battled his ass off. And that's what really counts at the end of the day, honestly. You know what? At this point, just keep your team in the ball game at that point.
Agree, 100%.
Last night, the hardest of his career. Already it's up the best record in the majors. Mosquitoes swings in this first pitch in the third inning. Look at the Astros pitching was 10 games under 500 for the first time in 8 years. That's how they play Mosquito. John Jelly threw the 7 pitches to get through the 1, 2, 3 second. That's the second pitcher for the Giants in this bullpen game. 1, 2, 3 in his first outing in Los Angeles.
I don't think I've seen a freer swinger than Tomas Nido. It's absolutely ridiculous what he does up there.
Agree.
Sometime mid to late June. 2 months, right?
Unbelievable.
Swing and a miss, got him the slider. Jelly strikes out Nido. He's retired his first 4. Well, he's ahead in the count. Don't have to throw a strike. Throw the little bait slider and see if they go fishing. Jelly at 6'11", matching the tallest pitcher in Major League history. Randy Johnson.
Second time through the lineup, Rob. We'll see how the Mets hitters adjust, but they can't really adjust that well because it's a different pitcher on the mound. It'll probably be a different pitcher on the mound again next inning as well. So we'll see what happens here second time through the lineup.
Yeah, I think they got to start pushing it a little bit and swing it earlier in counts, not wait for some pitches. Because they're getting caught in pitchers' counts and hurting them.
Have his pets pushed any lower. I wonder what his feet size is.
Oh. Stick your knee in it.
Basketball Bob Lindor, size 22 foot, St. Bonaventure.
Oh, man. So that at bat right there by Tomas Nido, not to go back to that real quick, but it just makes me wonder if his eye issues are completely resolved because there was not a single swing in that at bat that made me confident that he could see the ball well.
Close to the corner.
Yeah, you might be right. You know, might be right.
Hey, great eye, Nimmo.
Walks. That's his 18th. He started the day 3rd in the National League in walks.
Nimmo's OBP is still floating up there and is still very respectable. He's getting the walks and getting on base as the leadoff guy. He's just not producing the same contact that we're used to seeing him produce. But at least at the bare minimum, he's getting on base more often than not. That's what I like to see.
Oh.
Close. Oh, geez.
That's a tough read for Nimmo. Marte broke his bat and a soft liner back to Jelly. Yeah, that ball ran right in on.
I like Marte going after the first pitch, though.
Just sawed him off.
Yeah, I do too. I like the aggression there. Not the best result, but you take that. I like the process. He's been putting great swings on ball recently, and he's having a tremendous series. So keep that up.
Everyone's favorite Met. Here we go.
Left-handed his first time up and swivel one toward the third baseman. Frank Field in. Takes a slider for a strike. Got the little sidewinder. Oh, up the end of the bat. His first hit of this series. Got 1 for 8 in the 3 game.
That's the pitch to hit.
Yeah.
Snell placed on the injured list today with a left adductor strain. basically a point injury. So he hurt the bullpen during his last bullpen session.
Boom! Get out of here, Bull.
Get up. Yeah.
Home run!
Let's go. Yeah. All
Atta
right.
baby,
There we
Lindor.
go.
Atta
Hey, we show
baby.
life. Yes.
Atta
Yes.
baby.
There you go, Francisco. Now we got the lead.
Notice where that ball was pitched, Rob. Lower part of the zone to a lefty. Has that little hitch in his swing as a lefty. We all know that. A lot more balanced swing righty. But when you get that pitch as a lefty, very easy to golf it out. And that's what Francisco Lindor, that's the sweet spot there as a lefty. So really good to see that. 2 for 2 on the day. And all we can hope that this trend continues with Francisco from the left side.
Absolutely. That's exactly. Look, that's where he needs to hit his home runs, right? That's the pitch that he can dominate 100%. Damn, did he need that, though? And you know what? That curveball sped up his swing as well.
Down and in.
Yep.
I'm sure he wanted to throw it in the dirt.
And that's not an easy ballpark to hit it out of either.
No, not by any means. I agree with you. And honestly, from the left side of the plate, I'm not like I'd have to look at the splits in terms of the pitches that he hits. He struggles with the off speed to the naked eye. So it's good to see him pull one out versus that curveball, I believe it was, that he just hit out.
That means he stayed back and was either looking for that pitch or he just made sure he kept his feet balanced and stayed back so he was able to get more power driving that ball to right field.
Yep. Carson throwing us the assist, 102.6 off the bat. Home run and 30 of 30 ballpark. So great swing. Great result.
All right, so Alonso strikes out. Lindor gets the 2-run homer, give the Mets the lead in the top of the third. And look, we just talked about it, right? Lindor is struggling left-handed. You know, he's only showed power. He hasn't really showed consistent, hitting-wise average left-handed. But if he can provide his greatness at the right side, I like what I see with Lindor right there. He was more balanced in that at bat. Even he went down 0-2, he was still more balanced and taking it a couple of days ago. Good stuff for him.
Yeah, great start for him.
But we got
you're coming up a little bit choppy, so I think I might be on a little bit of a delay, so we'll see.
I think when we're live streaming, when there's multiple people in the stream, it kind of like delays and like cuts off every now and then as well. But we'll figure it out. When it's live, we always have some problems.
Yeah, it's definitely a little choppy. So if I cut you off at any point, I'm on a delay right now while you're talking, or you're on a delay. I don't know what it is, but we always figure it out. We always make it work.
About 100. Yes. We have to have a clown show. It's fun. I agree. Easy shutdown inning. That's what we need from Manaea next. 1, 2, 3. All right. Bottom of the third, 2-0 Mets.
John Manaea starts his second time through the Giants lineup. Goes the slider low and in to Austin Slater. Slater took the ball for a strike his first time up. Struck out the side in order to the first, worked out of a base, loaded, nobody out jam in the second. Slater, Flores, and Conforto for the Giants in the third time in this 3-game series. He's missing lots to the arm side. Fastball, and he's missing on the other side of the plate with the slider. Oh, again, up and away. The changeup that time. It's 3-1. He keeps pitching behind the count, really walking a tightrope. Twice fell behind 3-1 with the bases loaded in the last inning and lived to tell them about it. Walked 2 in that inning.
That's what we need to avoid,
Ah.
man.
Slater leading off
Lead
the
off
third.
walks. Come on.
Lead seconds. Lead off.
He's missing his arm slot.
So guys, you ever notice when you come out to
Yep,
Oracle Park that
absolutely.
the
His
field
arm is
has
dragging.
a pattern another in Major League Baseball that is as plain as this one. And so did a little digging, tried to find out why that was. And it is because the late owner, Peter McGowan, he grew up a New York Giants fan. And back at the Polo Grounds, they did not have any patterns cut to the grass. That's how he remembered old-time baseball. And so when he took over, he made sure the grounds crew kept it plain, simple, as a note to the old Polo Grounds. Love, Steve, is how you said that you're digging in information about.
And Daniel, pitchers have been collectively walking a lot of batters. I can't believe they still won a ball game against the Dodgers with 10 walks. That's ridiculous.
I thought when I did
Agree.
dig in that was going to be the most interesting part of the story. And then we were sitting after the game and looking out on the field, and we saw something that I had never seen before out in the outfield, and that was robots cutting the grass. Oh my.
AI's taking over, Rob.
So
Look at
we
this.
are-
Wow.
What are we? No, for the last 2.5 seasons, been using robots to cut the grass. And I was talking with the grounds crew this morning, and they asked, is there somebody controlling those robots? And the answer is no, it's all done by app. They are programmed by the app. They know the dimensions of the field, and it is very precise. At night after the games, they leave.
That's terrible.
Running. Where's the blades of grass go, Steve? Well, that's a follow-up. I haven't done that much digging. I would assume there's something inside the robot that holds the grass. But what I was going to say is they leave the doors to the outfield open, and the robots are housed back behind the outfield wall. And at night, after everybody leaves, there's a time that they turn on.
Yep, there goes another
They
walk.
come out, they go to their specific
Unbelievable.
part.
So we're seeing this trend now at this point where Sean Manaea gets ahead of batters, and the pitchers' counts are not competitive whatsoever. 55 pitches through, 2 innings so far, 0 outs in the third inning here. It's just not a great way to go about your starts, having to dig yourself continuously out of these situations. So I don't like what I'm seeing. Hopefully he gets out of this inning, but there needs to be some in-game adjustments being made, Rob.
Yeah, I agree. But, this was what Manaea's been all season. Even when he pitched well, he had his struggles with walks, and he just nips around the plate and just starts playing with the batter. First and second, nobody out. You got to lead. You got to start challenging these guys.
Yep, I agree. How have you liked Hefner's approach to the mound visits? Because Carson, I know, has been very outspoken about that, and he does tend to hide in the dugout for a little bit before he comes out.
Well, Hefner's the veteran guy here, and I wonder if it's Hefner deciding to go out at night, or if it's Mendoza telling him to go out. I wonder that dynamic there.
Smiling. John Manaea pitching himself into trouble again. Slater dancing off.
Got him.
Oh, he got him.
Yeah. What a play.
Slater was dancing a little.
That's terrible base running right there. That was a very awkward pickoff attempt, but they don't want to challenge it. Nice.
Nope, they're not challenging it.
Good scoop by Lindor here, too. That's excellent. Not even a scoop, but just in the right position with his glove.
Perfect. All right, come on, get out of this now.
For the Mets, embarrassing. Manaea worked himself out of a bases loaded jam. The second, he was faced with the first 2 men getting on with walks in the third. And now Slater has had a very rough beginning to his season. He gets picked off.
Oh, that looked like a good
Just
pitch.
up and in.
Do you have the K zone for you? I don't have the K zone up on here.
Yeah, it's on there.
Oh, you see on here. I'm talking about my screen. I don't see it on my stream.
Oh, actually, no. No, and he struck him out. No, I don't have the K zone either.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was figuring. I could see it on the game day though.
Yeah, that's why I keep on looking back at the screen to see where the ball was.
Right.
Two out Flores at first, and here's Flores player who walked his first time.
All right, that pickoff was huge. Got the K on Conforto and a ball in the dirt, and we're cooking now. Let's get out of it.
Not. I wouldn't even give it a second thought. They'd like Steve do it first to see if
All right.
that okay.
What comes here, Rob? If you're Manaea, Jorge Soler, home run threat, you're up 0-2. You know he's a free swinger. What do you throw him?
Money, you can get the driver.
I'm gonna keep it away from something soft away. You don't want to.
Control. No, do you up going buses a train? Philly,
That's exactly what he got.
There.
It ain't budge though.
Hey.
Oh.
Foul. Thank goodness.
Oof. That was a hanger.
That kid just stole it from the other kid in the pink. That's crazy. He just came up and took that ball.
Screens up down the lines.
Oh,
Oof.
just low.
Where was that? Was that low?
Built his pitch count, 65 pitches with 2 out of the third. For just about every one of the Mets starters this year. Carries that one to the third. Another full count. We didn't mention another ballpark here, but so many today. No foul territory. Such a plus advantage for the hitter. 13 batters in this game. 8 3-ball counts for Manaea. Flores will run.
Got the pop out.
Pops it up behind first base.
Pop up.
That's trouble. Come on, Jeff.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay, Chris, good.
No, I was gonna say anything. I was just saying, all right, breathing a sigh of relief here. We're a little on a delay, so it's kind of hard to sort of navigate this. But yeah, great battle by Sean Manaea. Honestly, the pitch count's up there. Probably is in line to go 5, but we'll see what happens.
That's our perfectly aligned for no reason or disasters, and he found the way out of it. So again, let's get wins. 2 wins is not enough, probably.
How many Ks does Manaea have? Hold on, I gotta look at this real quick. Four Ks on the day. Oh, they're saying you're freezing, Rob.
Guys, we
You
apologize.
still there?
Is it 5? Delay. Starts up. Give me a second.
I think he's got four Ks.
4 Ks? Okay. It's pretty good. Not bad. He's not a big
Yeah,
strikeout guy.
that's not bad, but We'll see, man. I know he's only going to go 5 in this, presumably, but it's all about just keeping, like I said, the Mets in the ball game and let the bullpen do their job. They've been doing a good job of it, but we'll see here. Brett Beatty leading off the top of the 4th for us.
Yep.
He's done that twice. Yeah, the big here the Giants would use today is Mitch White. They just picked up onto him last week. They started out as very dodge.
Rob will be right back.
He's up right now with the Giants.
0-2 on Brett Beatty. Some of you all are probably a little bit ahead of us, but there's that ground ball from Beatty to the opposite side, and they throw him out. So shout out to everybody in the chat. As always, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Rob is back, but being streamed to both platforms. Rob, Brett Beatty grounded out. So more of the same from Brett Beatty.
Yep. Same
Same
thing.
By a left hand back. And then yet another. But the one strikeout that he got to Narvaez was a new pitch he's developed this year. He's never thrown a four seam. And he's moved that the four seam to elevate. Because everything, all his pitches, if you noticed yesterday, if you watched it, everything was down in the strike zone. The hard sinker, the hard changeup, the hard slider. Now he's elevating.
Carson ahead of us?
Four seam. It's been very.
Boom!
Oh,
Tyrone Taylor.
Center back.
yeah.
Out of here.
Let's go.
That's what we
Tyrone
were saying,
Taylor.
Rob. On the pregame, we said it. Play Tyrone Taylor. He's the guy you need to be playing every single day until you get this team healthy and get Alvarez back. I don't care how you put him in the lineup, DH, outfield, I don't care. Get him in the lineup.
Absolutely. We talked about it. He's been one of the best hitters other than Marte. Took the ball and drove it to left center, and that ball was a shot. 3-0 Mets.
9 sign. Stay back. That breaking ball, the key is let it break right in.
That was a shot, too. And like you said, it's not easy to hit it whatsoever out of that stadium.
Anything from gap to gap in this ballpark is
Mets winning with some power.
Yeah, absolutely.
right center. Straightaway centers.
I know Carson's loving that. He's been asking for the Mets to hit some more home runs to the pull side. So there you go, Carson. We got you 2 for 2, all 3 runs.
Reaction. Jelly. Yep. That's a big squat, Gary, when you're 6'11". Tighten up those thighs. Neil flies one out to second. This one's playable for Fitzgerald. And he deals him up the second out. He's given up 2 home runs in the last 2 innings. Laura, too.
Yeah, I
Robert
guess.
Shea is
I guess.
sleeping right now.
What was that?
Actually, somewhere. In a chat about
What
my
was that,
cat.
Rob?
He's jumping around right now.
Oh.
Stewart to get playing time. He was going to play every day. In that DH.
So I guess the Giants are just going to ride this guy like for the long haul of this game. They need to get some innings ate up after Snell hits the IL. So I guess they're just going to rock with him until his arm falls off, maybe. Oh,
Jesus.
So people will get second base.
Wow.
Matt Chapman just sent
All
a
right, you got
rocket
baited
into
in
the
the second.
bullpen.
He made a fantastic stop with the airmail to throw. Well, he made it.
Good job getting there, at least, though.
Oh, not in there, but ruled the base hit on the back and down the line. He didn't get it out of the glove.
Okay, so as I say, the Giants are going to ride this guy for the
Yes,
long
sir.
haul. Their manager decides to pull him right on cue. So it just shows how much I know what I'm talking about with Giants baseball.
Play.
That's all right. You know, they might make the wrong decision in there because hey, let them use all the arms they want. But you know what? They're playing it like, oh, we took the series. We're just gonna use our back of the bullpen type arms. At least the Mets are actually looking like they're trying to avoid the sweep.
Yeah, absolutely. If I had to choose any pitcher I want to see against the New York Mets is just Tyler Rogers. Just throw him out there and just keep him out there because that man every time he goes against the Mets, I feel like the Mets, no matter if they're down by 5 runs or 6 runs, I always am confident that they can come back if Tyler Rogers is on the mound. No disrespect, but the guy just simply isn't good.
But trying to stick with it here. Unfortunately, I got like 45 things running right now. I apologize for that.
You got 45 different tabs open.
Yeah, because I'm running when I'm doing StreamYard, I'm trying to get the because I just had to refresh StreamYard on another tab just so I can not freeze, and I'm freezing again, I think.
Yeah, you're freezing up a little bit too. I know if you have a lot more tabs open with StreamYard, it's bound to crash a little bit, so that could be it.
Yeah, I kind of had them all open because I was doing all the backgrounds and stuff earlier, and I just left them open. I'm gonna try to shut them down now. All right, guys, here we
Yeah.
go. Nito's up, 3-0 Mets.
We're hoping for the appearance of the Giants. Gets a swinging strike on his first curveball.
Right on cue, swinging at a ball out of the zone, in the dirt practically.
Bader at second with 2 down.
Let's get a 2-out RBI here.
Let's do it. I'm all for it.
Change here. It should get. Play the Bader ball. Did you change it to a 2-base there? Yes, sir. I thought that's the correct call. 13. Stand by.
You know, the day Tomas Nido draws a walk will probably be a day going down in history because that man is just a carefree swinger at this point.
There goes Bader stealing third.
Oh.
Without
Okay.
Nice.
Now you got to watch for a pass ball.
Yep.
That's a picked up stolen.
I like the aggressiveness, especially when Nito up.
Me too.
2-2 the count to Nito.
Come on, Nito. Can he do it, Rob? Can he draw the walk?
I got confidence. I say do it. Let's do it.
He gets distracted if it's a strike. It turned out the pitch was out of strikes and it didn't matter. My feeling is you're
all right. That's right. Take the walk. There you go. That's a good at bat right there. Get Nimmo up.
The reverse jinxes are working today.
Come on, Brandon. Get going, man. Batting 190. Let's go. Shit.
Both sides. Going back to stolen base, do players talk about things like that? Like, don't worry, I'm not distracted. You can run in that situation, or please don't. I mean, did that conversation ever happen? I can only speak for myself. I didn't like someone stealing third with 2 strikes.
2 pitches down the middle, man. Come on. He's not seeing the ball at all.
I couldn't see the run.
You see, in this type of at bat, in this situation, if Brandon Nimmo had swung at that first pitch, I would have not cared at all. And then you settle for, oh, beat it out.
And he's out at first base. Another fine play by Tyler Estrada.
That was a bad at bat by Nimmo. 2 pitches right down the middle.
That was not a good at bat.
What are you doing? And then he swung at a terrible breaking pitch. Oh, Nimmo, come on, man.
What did it look like to you? Not to cut you off, I apologize. Did it look like to you he wasn't running as hard down the first baseline?
Hopefully he's not injured. I mean, he kind of like when he swung at that pitch, kind of like fell to the other side of the plate. So maybe he just lost a step after that. I don't know, but he it didn't look as fast. But who knows? He might have something hindering him too.
Yeah, because I thought that ball was perfectly placed to maybe try to beat it out. I don't know. It didn't look like he was busting out of the box. I couldn't tell if he was falling over or not. But yeah, I agree with you with the selection of pitches there. That's not bat where you turn into sort of that run producer and that sort of guy that you got runners in scoring position. You're supposed to take advantage of a count, and especially a fastball over the heart of the plate, the first two pitches. You got to swing at that. Instead, you settle for a breaking pitch on 0-2 and you beat it into the ground. Just wasn't a good process right there.
Yeah, I agree. Like I don't know what's up with Nimmo. I'm not even calling this a slump anymore. It's more than that. Like this is not a slump. This is just bad hitting for Nimmo. And it's concerning because he's another year older. You talked about his eyes. Is that an issue again? Like you start to worry now because Nimmo's a catalyst here, and he's a big part of the top of the lineup. So I don't know, man. It's rough.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, he's got the RBIs, he's got the OBP still, he's taking the walks, but it's like in situations like that, we're so used to Nimmo like seeing him thrive in those situations, and it's just not clicking so far early this year.
Yeah, I agree.
He used to actually grow up wanting to be a professional skateboarder before he transitioned to baseball. So, he's not someone that is easily frazzled, and I think at least today it's working in his benefit.
This umpire, is he all right? Like, what's going on here?
I just know if you had a monitor. I didn't know.
Apologies for game day. I don't know why it's taking so long.
To you, to the audience, to swim out. Taylor rolls in the black. If not that, what's the message that he wanted to share about something?
I'm gonna refresh game day. Give me a second, guys, because it's not working.
Steve, I think what Gary's getting at is, you could behave with yourself because if you're not, you'll wind up there.
I filed my taxes.
There we go. First pitch strikes. I like it.
I talked to the folks in the truck and see what they were thinking. Patrick Bailey walked his first time. I'm dying. The head of the game this inning, he walked the leadoff hitter in the second and the third. He fell behind Chapman to start this inning. Got him to fly out, so he's starting from a little better basis in this inning. But Bailey takes one the other way. He's got himself a base hit. I like what I see from the young Bailey. Bailey, when he first came up last year, he had two terrific months in May and June. It slumped after that.
Trying to fix up game day. For some reason, it froze on me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, pretty much like what happened in North Carolina State, right? All-American. Carolina State. It's Tyro Estrada.
Christopher, to me, it doesn't seem like the ball carries that much in Oracle or whatever they're naming it now. That's why I think I just don't see home runs hit there as often, to be honest with you. Ooh, what a play by Lindor.
Oh, nice play.
Holy, whoa. See, that's
All
a
right.
Gold Glove shortstop right there. That's exactly what you need out there. Like, I know you're going to get the double play, but when that ball takes that long hop right there on your last second, you see here, wow, that's textbook right there. You can't get any better than that. It's like, how do these infielders adjust on the fly when a ball takes a weird hop? Lindor's the best out of like anybody at the shortstop position that I've seen so far. over the last couple of years. It's plays like that that really like you obviously notice them because they're great plays, but they're so important to make those plays for your pitcher that's already struggling with his command. It's so important. So shout out to Lindor, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, like, you know, if you don't make that play, that's first and third with 1 out, and now you got problems again.
Yep.
Big play. Lindor's first step is amazing defensive.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not a good act right there.
Yeah, agree, Richard. That's kind of what I was sort of alluding to when I was giving Lindor and Taylor props for hitting it out of the yard. The weather's just not great, especially in April out there in San Francisco. It's not really conditions to sort of drive that baseball out. It's a lot better in warmer weather, especially with the wooden bat. But yeah, that I agree with you. Well said. Thank you for making my point for me because I needed that. I needed that assist.
Back together the Pacifica Hall of Fame tag. That's true. Gary, of course, broke all of Mike Epstein's records at University of California, Berkeley, and some Pac-8 records. Right center field, Bader coming over.
There we go.
All right. We'll take it. We'll take it through 4. No runs for the Giants and 3 for the Mets. Chris, take it away for a bit. I think I'm freezing again.
Yeah, no worries, guys. I mean, Mets up 3-0 thanks to a pair of home runs, one by Tyrone Taylor for the solo shot, one by Francisco Lindor. If you're just joining us here, we appreciate everybody in the chat. Shout out to Darren, Richard, Oliver, Robert, Christopher, everybody in the chat, Mason, Carson, D. We appreciate you guys. Daniel, make sure you're hitting those thumbs up buttons. If you're new here joining us, being streamed to both YouTube channels. Sean Manaea has had his fair share of command issues today. A couple walks to his name, I believe 4 strikeouts as well. But he's battling through it, and that's exactly what we want out of these pitchers, right? To keep the Mets offense in ball games. Francisco Lindor coming around, lefty Lindor, a lot of people talking about, including myself, him struggling from the left-handed side of the plate, already has a couple of hits to his name. Brandon Nimmo continues to struggle, hasn't had a great game today, although he did notch a walk. But listen, this is a great opportunity for the Mets to leave the West Coast being 3-3 and even 500 on the West Coast trip, get back to the East Coast, and continue to build on good baseball habits as they continue to wait for JD Martinez, hopefully rejoining the team on Friday. So we'll see. Sean Manaea probably going to be out there for the 5th inning as well after the Mets are over at turn at bat. But listen, Rob, I've got minimal complaints outside of really the walks today. I think the swings have in general, right? We obviously talk about Nimmo and that bad at bat, but I think in general, the swings have been better today from my point of view.
%100%. 100%. The bats, they look better at the plate. Again, the overall results haven't shown up yet, but the better at bats is. Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Marte got hit in the finger, it looks like. Oh. Right on the finger.
Oh, the finger. That's not good. He's got to be swinging the bat, man. I know he's trying to start the inning, but ouch.
That's scary right there.
Not a bad idea, but
it's not a bad idea, and I don't fault him for it, but it's like you're swinging probably the hottest bat of anyone on the team right now. And to like, I'm not going to speculate any sort of injuries or whatever right now, but like, I always cringe when I see ball to hand or ball to finger because we cannot afford to lose Starling Marte for any games, let alone a long period of time.
Yeah. Lindor's putting the good at bat together here.
Yep, 3-1 count.
time out, trying to slow him down. Curveball lands 3-2.
Yeah, that's a 3-1. That's a good 3-1 pitch right there.
A lot of big league. Ground ball toward the middle of the diamond and a Strata over to his right.
Interesting pitch selection, Rob. 3-1, and they go back-to-back off-speed pitches outside to Lindor.
Because they know he struggled with breaking balls. I think they don't want to throw him the fast.
And they kept it away from him because, on his home run, they kept it inside and he took it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, true. I'm glad Marte's DHing today because he can put that ice on that finger and you don't have to go out to the field.
Yeah, it's a good point. I forgot about that. That's definitely helpful.
Because he would have came out of the game for sure. Come on, Pete.
Sometimes I think Pete is striding too quick. And then that's why he tipped that breaking ball. He gets a little bit too quick on the stride, but he's smart enough, aware enough to do that. Okay, I'm not in a position to hit. I got to take it. Now I'm going to have to go down. Do some hitting.
I think Pete just said it. He's like striding too early. He seems like he's like ahead of every pitch. Like he's falling over himself to try to get that barrel to the ball.
Right.
I think the percentages are, if you're out front, you're just going to either hit a weak fly ball, pop up, or a ground ball to the full side.
There we go.
Oh.
All right.
We'll take it.
See what happens when you put the bat on the ball? Let them make mistakes.
And this was a Giants defense that we gave props to early in this game for having a solid defensive series. So a rare mistake by a Giants infielder.
Yep. 100%. All right, we got a break here. Let's see if we can do some damage with it. Come on, Brett.
Let's see. I think he got it off the end of the bat here. Yes, he did, and the ball's going like a screwball, spinning like a top.
Who are you, Rob? Are you Gary or Keith? Robert's asking us in the chat.
I don't know. I'll let Chris choose.
I don't know, man. That's tough. I love that. I love the booth, man. We are so blessed as Mets fans to have GKR up in that booth. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. There's a lot of bad announcers out there.
A lot.
A disengagement to the pitcher root.
What's going on here?
It's cleared up. Beatty called time. Then Beatty was back in the box, and Root was charged with a disengagement. It's trying to slow Root down. They've certainly accomplished that.
Right.
Curveball misses outside. It's 2-0. Loves curveball. He's going over 50% of the time this year. He likes that backdoor curve to lefty. That's what he likes to do. Can't live out there. Harold Taylor, who homered his last time up, is on deck. And Beatty gets by Bailey. So just able to get back.
That's the high pitch to Beatty, Rob, that you were talking about on the pregame.
Yep. He can't hit that pitch. He thinks he can, and he always swings at it.
2-1 to Beatty. And he sets up inside.
Aye.
Hey, there you go. Stay away from that. If he lays off that
swing
pitch,
it
he's gonna
here,
get
Rob,
the
if you're
pitch he
Brett
needs.
Beatty.
Anything die high, I think he's gonna go after. He's got to pick his mark, pick his hot spot. That's where he's got to look for the ball. If not, take it.
There we go.
There you go. Good at bat.
That's up 2 men on. Second walk issued by Root.
a good at bat because guess who's coming up?
Late scratch. And he put his place
Our
on
guy,
the
Tyrone Taylor.
bullpen game today. Mike Walker in the first inning. Sean Kelly the next 2 2/3. Landon Rufus in the game.
All right, so there's a pitching coach visit on the mound. So right now, Alonso, I mean, we got lucky with that little error by Estrada, but that was a good at bat by Beatty. These are the at bats that matter in games because you're getting the hitter who's been one of the hottest on the Mets and who just hit a home run coming up to the plate with runners on base. The Mets have been leaving too many guys on base. This is the time to step on their throats. Get a couple of runs here with 2 outs.
Just the game wide open, Rob. I think this is the right man at
All
the
right, let's see
plate
if
too
Taylor
that you
can do it.
want.
100%.
On over the 399 mark in left center. His second of the year. Down here with 2 out of 2 on the 5th. Taylor
Yeah.
backs us down
Yeah.
to center field. That's a
Go.
base hit.
Oh, that's
Bring him
good.
home, baby.
Triples alley. Beatty turning third. People score.
2-run RBI double for Tyrone Taylor swinging a hot
go.
bat.
Yes. Yes. That's 3 RBIs, baby.
That was right with the pitch.
And that's why that Beatty at bat was important.
They're going to have to find
Good job, Tyron.
a way to keep him sharp.
Keep him in the lineup.
Please do not take him out.
Nice to get that. That's a trip.
2 out RBIs. It's a killer.
So for a double and 2 RBIs.
And something that's underrated about Tyrone Taylor this game, he's spraying the ball all over the field. I know some people in the chat may not like that. Carson, I'm looking at you, but opposite field double, pull side home run, it can be done. I promise you, it's a great approach.
Yeah, and you know what? Tyron Taylor changed his approach at the plate because when he was with the Brewer, he was a consistent pull hitter. So whatever he's done since being a Met and change, he's been doing well with it.
Look at that smile that you get from your starting pitcher once you give him some breathing room. Look at that smile from Sean Manaea in the dugout.
Tyron Taylor, 438 with runners in scoring position. That's crazy. Best hitter on the team.
Absolutely. Hey, you know what's underrated about that, Rob? First pitch swinging, by the way.
Yep. Yeah.
There you go, Jeff.
Come on. Come on. Bring him. Say yes. 2 out RBI. There we go. Another one, baby. There we go. All right.
6-0 Mets lead. Spam those LGMs, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Jeff stays right on top.
Good job. And that all started by an error by Estrada with 2 outs.
Yep.
David fouls off curveball. It's all started with 2 out and nobody on.
So if you don't mind, I'd like to just give a shout out to Jeff McNeil and Tyrone Taylor, not only for the results, but the process of those at-bats. We talk about it. The approaches, they get a pitch to swing, they get a pitch they like and a friendly hitter's count, and they attack. They're not waiting and looking at 2 pitches go right down the middle like Brandon Nimmo did the previous inning with runners in scoring position. They are attacking.
Yep. And look, when you get a bullpen game and you're seeing 1 pitcher an inning, basically, you got to go after early in the count. It's just that simple. All right, Bader strikes out, but Mets get 3 runs in the inning. 2 RBIs by Taylor, and an RBI by Jeff McNeil, all with 2 outs. 6-0 Mets going to the bottom of the fifth. Sean Manaea is coming out for the fifth. So, Chris, exactly what we wanted to see. And the guy that we've been talking about from the pregame and during this entire in-game live, Ron Taylor, man. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, we made it an emphasis to just say that Tyrone Taylor needs to be in this lineup. After 2 days not in the lineup, 2 straight losses to the Giants, good to see him back in there, and he's automatically producing. Single-handedly, probably the best Mets hitter when he's in the lineup, like you stated. Love his approach, love his aggression, and he's putting together complete at-bats, and the results are showing. Keep him in this lineup. Point blank, period. That's it.
Chris, I'm sorry.
Looks like Rob jumped out of here. I think he's lagging a little bit, technical difficulties. In the chat, everybody, make sure thumbs up for you guys hear my audio. I'm going to hold it down when Rob gets back up. He's going to prop himself back up, but is my audio okay? It's a little bit difficult to sort of navigate the delay between myself and Rob, but hopefully you guys can hear me a-okay. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream, by the way, as well. Hopefully providing you some instant reactions and some analysis. A lot of the stuff that we talked about on the pregame stream directly impacting this game today. Obviously, Tyrone Taylor being the number one key aspect to that, but just Sean Manaea and his whole sort of pitching efficiency, his pitch selection as well. All stuff to sort of consider when you go back to our pregame stream. And if you didn't listen to it, that's okay. You can go back and listen to it again, but we're going to be doing more pregame streams, Rob and myself together. So, like I said, when you watch this team day in and day out, this is like, in a nutshell, as me as a spectator, what I look for. So hopefully you all are enjoying the analysis as well, from all of us. There's Rob. There you go. Was wondering where you went.
Sorry. Yeah, StreamYard's acting up on my side now for some reason. All right. I'm going to try to get game day back, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. I was just telling we got some technical difficulties, but a lot of stuff that we were talking about in the pregame holding true today as Manaea is dealing the 3-1 and gets the foul. So we got 3-2 on the way. Another 3-2 count for Sean Manaea. Like I said, the efficiency isn't there, but he's battling 85 pitches here to start the 5th inning of work. Probably will be a bullpen game thereafter. Not going to sort of extend him this early on to the season. But I will say he's putting complete starts together, which is the most important thing that I look for. Length will come later, hopefully.
Yeah, correct.
I agree.
And the old time St. Louis guys in Wrigley Field, I'll say Bob Gibson. There used to be in center field, they had fans sitting in center field at Wrigley. Bob Connor got that.
Or come out.
And it's right to recall that Manaea is okay now. Speaking of old-time ball players, Gary Hernandez is here. Could you reel off some of Gary's baseball exploits? Gary still holds the Pac-8. I'm sorry, the University of California triples record. You had wheels? He had wheels. Once he got going. But I've got a picture of Gary with Mike Epstein. But Epstein at that time was playing over at the Bullpen. Gary broke all Epstein's records at Cal. Junior or sophomore year ago.
That's a fair baby. Able to get to it in the final round. But can't go out straight.
Nice try by Beatty. Chris is going to be right back, but 1 out for the Giants. 1 on 6-0 Mets. That was a nice try by Beatty. That's tough play.
He's played a pretty nice third base. He's been sure-handed. And I think it's all about him just doing more like he belongs in the big leagues. Relax, never. pitcher ability take over. It's great to have Gary. We're gonna definitely works you well. I was kind of not feeling great this morning. I was worried about my performance. What did I think of his performance? But we also have in our booth Janice Baker, who is our state manager. Janice is retiring from baseball after this year. Yep. Or at least she says she is. I don't believe that she's actually not going to show up over here next year, but need a tissue, you know. So you think it's easy for the stage manager to just show up and hand look at all the work. Look at all the work she was doing. Just getting ready for the game. Look at all the work you're doing. I'm doing nothing. I'm just writing. That's false hustle. That's a lot of hanging. Like you know. Are better. I think that Janice, who retires, she's going to go on a tear like the old days. What does that mean? She's going to run wild. You're going to run wild. Okay. This segment is over. 2-2 to Flores, and that's fell back. Oh. Here, I keep it clean. It's good that we have four in the booth. Well, it's good that we have all these people in here. It makes it feel like home. Down to Flores. Lindor struck out and walked today. 96 pitches now for Manaea, and now the concern is to get him through the fifth inning.
We need to get him through this fifth inning here. Can't have a bullpen on coming here and finish the fifth.
85, 92, and then he started before this. And Wilmer takes probably on the way. He's got a big set. Slater will stop at second as Taylor gets it in. So back-to-back one-out hits for the Giants.
This is probably Manaea's last batter.
You want to get him a W here. Give him a chance. It's not like it's 3-0. It's 5-0. 6. Excuse me. So yes. So now Michael Conforto, who Manaea has handled so far today, strikeouts in his first two at-bats. Giants have had plenty of chances in this game. They had bases loaded and nobody on the second. They had the first two men on the third. Now they have two on the fifth and one out. This is up for the ball one.
Yeah, Manaea is definitely getting tired.
Four hits in the first. And he swings and misses in a fastball. It's 1-1.
Oh, I hit him.
Did it hit Conforto or was it a foul ball? He's pointing to first base. Was down in him. Conforto didn't seem like he was in a hurry to go to first base, and the Mets will check this out on replay. They're going to challenge.
They're going to challenge.
I mean, Conforto did not move as though he had been hit. And that ball appeared to come off the top of the bat.
Hit the knob of the bat.
This is going to get overturned.
New York is challenging the call of hit by pitch.
Chad Fairchild and Jerry Lane of the crew chiefs at the replay center in New York. It's Alfonso Marquez, the crew chief.
I agree with you guys. These guys got to figure out a way, and it's most in the Mets rotation. You got to get through 5. At the very least, got to get through 5. You got to help out your bullpen.
Same way to market, unless you are a fantastic best. And if you're hit on the hand or the fingers, you're going to wince in pain. The ball ticked away, and Conforto made no move. Nito was looking back at the umpires and say, "You didn't call that hit by pitch, did you?" But Riffiger pointed to first base. And that ball clearly did not hit Conforto. Of course, we remember a hit by pitch for Conforto. That won a ball game for the Mets. That should not have been. It was opening day, wasn't it nice? Opening day, it was a pitch over the plate that he leaned his elbow into. It should have been called a strike. And instead, it was a game-ending play. Yes, that's when a lot of the Mets. Did it hit my hand? I mean, you know it hit your hand. Yeah. Right?
It's a long review. Jesus.
A lot longer than expected.
It's a big call because it loads the bases.
What I miss?
Probably means that Manaea would be coming out of the
Well, Conforto, we thought he got hit. And it would have been bases loaded with one out, but the Mets are challenging that it hit the knob of the bat. So it's a big call, though. It looks obvious on replay, but these idiot umpires back in New York doing the review are probably idiots.
Takes this long.
I don't think they're going to.
What is it obvious that it hit the bat or the hand?
Long.
There we go.
Yeah, hit the knob of the bat. You can see it.
You know, the call on the field was that it was a hit by pitch, but there was no evidence at all of a hit by pitch on a replay.
Oh boy!
It only looked as though it hit the knob.
Steven, to answer your question, Tyrone Taylor and Lindor basically gave the Mets 6 runs. That's your synopsis in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Well, there's a.
Overturned. It is
All right.
not hit by pitch.
Yeah. All right.
The count is not
Come on.
There we go.
New York will retain the count.
This is something they really, replay is what it is, but they've got to be better doing it faster. I agree.
All right. Now strike him out. 103 pitches for Manaea.
6-0, but
You saw the replay.
Yeah, 103 pitches. Absolutely, I would say so.
It should replay and make the judgment.
and I think that they have more cameras
to uphold the call rather than just looking at what is. So Conforto back to the plate.
All right. 100
Slater
pitches
second,
right now for
Yours at
Manaea.
First, one out. We're at the bottom of the fifth. That's with 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 3 in the fifth. After scoring just 3 runs total in their previous 3 games to give Manaea a cushion. Now the pitch to Conforto.
Yeah.
Struck him out.
Nice pitch. Come on. Would you leave him in? Last batter, see if you can get him out. 6-run lead.
Not against Soler, man. Not against Soler.
They're taking him out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think this is the right play, Rob. I mean, one swing off of Soler's bat can change the entire course of the ball
I
game.
agree.
So
I
I think
agree.
this is the smart play here.
And Manaea is not happy, but you know what? Walking all those batters, having long at bats, long counts, he put himself in that hole.
Yeah, I agree.
It would be nice to get him to win, but you can't play games here. You got to win this ball game. So it's a good call by Mendoza. Tough call, but you gotta put Reed Garrett in there. Reed Garrett can go at least 1 inning, probably will go 2, and then go with your big guns at the end. They haven't pitched. Win this ball game by any means necessary.
Who's coming in? Reed Garrett?
Yep.
See if that splitter is working efficiently this afternoon. Hopefully it is, because we know how many batters Reed Garrett has struck out here so far in 2024. But would be nice to get out of this inning unscathed.
Yep. And you know, it's a good move by Mendoza because like Reed Garrett's a strikeout guy. Jorge Soler is the idea with Mendoza. With Manaea being tired, it's you know, if he hangs one, it's 6-3 and you got a whole half a game to go. So alrighty, here we go.
All right. Reed Garrett
2
versus
outs,
Soler.
2-1. Popped it up.
Nice. Popped them up.
Call it. Call it. Yes.
Love that.
There we go.
That's efficiency right there, Rob. One pitch gets the job done.
Whew. Good job. I'll take that. 1 pitch, 1 out. You ain't kidding. That's pitcher. All right, guys. So we're going to the top of the 6th. Right in control. They're going to be going.
Looks like Rob cut out. I know he's struggling a little bit with the choppiness of the stream. So, I mean, tremendous job by Reed Garrett coming in, getting the out with 1 pitch. Obviously, I think it was a great call. Sean Manaea was losing a little bit of control there. Seems like he was getting a little tired. 1 swing off the bat of Jorge Soler could change the complexion of the ball game. You're up 6 runs right now. I know the bullpen's been taxed. You want to get length out of your starters. But at this point, I really do believe, like, we obviously should expect more than 5 innings, but at this point, you can't sacrifice, you know, a result by lengthening your starter when he simply doesn't have it, and just hoping for the result. Like, as a manager, you have to play the game smarter than that, and I really do think that was a great decision by Carlos Mendoza. So, let's see. Hopefully the bullpen can hold it down for the rest of the game. They've been lights out here in 2024 so far. And hopefully we get Rob back into the stream as well. I know he sounded a little bit robotic there. A little bit of a lag and a delay on my end as well. But we're making do with what we got. So we appreciate you all being here. Obviously, being streamed to both YouTube channels. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe. We're about an hour, 50 minutes into the stream here. We'll be doing more in-game live streams as well between the two of us, not only on YouTube, but also the PSF app. That's Pro Sports Fans app. You can download that in your app store. Definitely on iPhone, hopefully on Android as well. But we'll be doing more of these in-game live streams as the New York Mets come to bat here in the top of the 6th. Yep, top of the 6th.
Yeah, so I'm going to take away game day because game day keeps on messing up StreamYard. So I'm just going to play the audio and we'll have us like this. All right, guys?
Playing Stanford, making his 12th appearance for the Giants. It's their 4th pitcher of the day in a bullpen game. 1 hop to be short. That makes the play on Nito.
Apologies about sorry about that, but at least you got the lineup and the starters that were there. So and the teams. Apologies for that.
That might have been what was causing the delay too, Rob, with the lagginess.
Yeah, I think so too, because they kept on shutting off StreamYard with the sharing of the screen. Unfortunately,
it's given up 6 runs already today. Kelly struck with 3 runs and 3 hits over 2 2/3. Landon Root gave up 3 runs and 3 hits over an inning the third. And now Miller in the 6th. Nimmo takes fastball strike.
I'll be right back,
Brandon
guys.
Walker scored in front of Lindor's home run in the third. They got the Mets on board. Then Taylor homer to the 4th, and the Mets have 3 more in the 5th. All in for a strike.
All right. We got a 1-2 count to Brandon Nimmo here. Lefty on lefty.
8 in this series. 1 for
See what
6.
happens.
And he swings and misses at a high fastball.
Struck out. Letter high fastball upstairs.
Let's check it.
Not been seeing good at bats from Brandon Nimmo here lately, especially today. Don't really like his pitch selection. And the results just aren't there either. So Brandon Nimmo goes down in the K. Starling Marte. Good to see Starling Marte still in the game. Took a ball off of his finger while trying to bunt for a base hit last at bat. Good to see that he's still in there, gripping the bat. Everything's good. Like I said, can't afford to lose Starling Marte for any period of time, let alone a long period of time. So we'll see. What up, Daniel? Shout out to you joining the stream as Marte swings through that high fastball. As always, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up. We do have the NFL draft coming up tomorrow. We'll probably be going live for the first round on my channel as well, just for a little bit of football crossover. Obviously, as you can tell up here, I'm a Giants fan, so we do have the draft coming up. That's an exciting time. And your Cowboys too, Rob. See what they do. There you go.
Bouncing ball for Ahmed to handle. 1, 2, 3 innings for Eric Miller.
I don't know if you saw, but Brandon Nimmo was 1-2, swung through a fastball upstairs at outside the strike zone and went down. So that was how his at bat shook out. I was just telling the chat here, just not great at bats from Brandon Nimmo here recently, and just through and through to start the season. To be honest with you, if he's not walking, he's not getting on base because he's just not producing that solid contact that we're used to.
Yeah, Robert makes a good point in the chat. Should we move him from the leadoff spot? Maybe. You know what? I mean, would you throw Marte in at leadoff spot just to change it up a little bit? Maybe bring Tyrone Taylor maybe in the 2-hole, then push out, leave Lindor and Alonso and then go on from there. What do you think?
Yeah, I would try it. I mean, there's no really harm in doing it. I'm not really locked into Lindor in the 3 spot either.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So for me, it's like if Brandon Nimmo's not leading off, I think he becomes a candidate at the 5 spot. I know he's not hitting the ball well, but I think that maybe a change of scenery in the lineup. Like obviously, that's still a high leverage spot in the lineup, but I think that he could thrive there. But I don't know, man. I think it's too early to change that up that drastically. And I do think that Lindor is also going to stick in that 3 spot for the foreseeable future. I think it's going to take a little bit more time to see how this trend goes with these guys, but I'm not opposed to it. Just plain and simple, I'm not opposed to it.
What about batting him 9th? I know that's outside the box, but that's not. It'll help the bottom of the order, and it'll take the pressure off of him in the leadoff spot.
That would probably be a simple solution. I just don't think the Mets lineup is dynamic enough yet to allow Brandon Nimmo to be in that 9th hole. Like, it's a good idea in theory, but I just don't think – first of all, I don't think Brandon Nimmo would ever sign up for that because I'm sure these players nowadays have, like, a little bit of a say in that. But I just don't think that that's feasible with this current Mets lineup and the personnel that they have out there.
Yeah, I agree. All right, bottom of the 6th, 6 on Mets, Reed Garrett on the mound.
This is fastball on the outside edge for a strike. It's just phenomenal for the early season.
What a pleasant surprise.
Big funny little pitcher finding his way. That's the outside corner with a slider.
And that's his Nissan numbers right there. And he's off the charts to strikeouts to innings pitched.
He had 21 strikeouts of the 41 batters he had faced coming into the day. So, top off Solari is now a 50% strikeout rate. That's a Diaz to third game into the season with a career ERA over 7, and he has found himself. And the
Nice.
splitter strikes out Chapman. That has been the difference.
Another
maker for
strikeout.
Reed Garrett. He's got a strikeout. It's 22nd in 43 batters this year.
Reed Garrett's been so impressive this year, man. I mean, just talk about a guy that's come out of the blue. Obviously we've seen him in the past, but nothing like even close to this capacity. Just such a huge addition to this bullpen, the way he's performing.
Yeah.
It's that kind of day for a guy. It's not dominant.
Been a big part of the
by any means.
bullpen for sure, man.
Landing his fastball on 4 batters, but worked out of a couple of big jams. The pickoff play at second base was huge, was very large. That base is loaded, no outs in the first. Was it the first inning, second inning. One thing I would say about that is it was 3-30 runner, but he picked off Slater.
There you go. There's Sean Manaea and Jeremy Hefner chatting it up over there. They're showing a lot of different camera angles. I wonder what they're talking about.
1-1 to Bailey, who's walking single today.
It looks like Hefner was like talking about arm angle because he was going like this.
Yeah. And the shoulder like keeping squared up, right? He was talking about pulling off a little bit. That's what I got out of that in the body language. So that's exactly what you were talking about earlier today in the game too.
In April, of course. Just look at the last 10 games, and Mets have been 6-4, but Atlanta and Philly have gone 8-2. Maybe like to be the White Sox, who started with 14 games out of first place. Let me tell you, they could be knocking on the 62 Mets door. 3-20 now. Blue one last night. They have the lead of the night. Swing and a miss. He got it with a splitter.
Another strikeout. Oh my goodness.
Back-to-back
Yes.
strikeouts from Garrett.
This is nuts.
He's got Chapman and Bailey 2 out. You know, the fastball, there's a grip right there. You just
Look at that bull
steps
dip.
it up, though.
Crazy movement.
Ball. And he's got a good hard slider. And then he drops that pitch out. That's his out pitch. But it's all set up by his fastball and his hard slider. It's Joe Lee batting for the first time of the game. That's been
Christopher, I think we got the Cardinals next, if I'm not mistaken.
first 2
Yeah,
games
the
of series,
Cardinals
1-7.
and
You know, the
Marlins?
game's last 10 innings.
No. Cardinals and somebody else.
Why? Remember he ran that ball down the line?
Let's see.
The ground ball? A little bit
Yep.
shaken after he beat the play at first base.
Cardinals and the Cubs
I bet you.
at home.
There we go.
And Lee lifts on the side of the field. Harrison Bader reaches over. He puts it away.
All right. 1, 2, 3 for Garrett. 4 outs in a row for Reed Garrett. You know, put him out there in the 7th as well. Why not? Like I said, everybody's available. Everybody needs to do their job today. It's a game where you can't get swept. And they're playing like it, to be honest with you. And I know, Nimmo hasn't really looked good, but, Lindor looked a little better at the plate. Even Alonso looked better at the plate as well. A couple of better at-bats from these guys in the lineup. But we talked about it, Chris, in the pregame. This is an important game. Make no mistake about it.
Yeah, absolutely. To avoid the sweep as well. And Reed Garrett would just the most efficient inning you could probably ever see. So good to see the location still there. The put away pitch is still there. And maybe they draw Reed Garrett out one more to save some of the bullpen. But like you said, there's no really saving anybody today if it comes down to it. Everybody's available. Especially, I believe there's an off day tomorrow.
Yep.
So yeah, exactly. You get that off day anyways. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and it's important to realize that, like, I know what Richard said, that this series is the opposite of the Dodger series. Yeah, right. It started off great. It's not ending as well. But if I would have told you Mets are going to come out of this 3-3 out of the West Coast road trip against a really good Dodger team and probably a solid Giant team, you would take that and run back to New York. Like, that's the whole idea here. The fact is, on the road, you want to be 500. You would take that almost every single time. And when you get back home, that's when you got to get those couple of wins over 500. Go 4-2, 5-2, depending on how many games are in your homestand. You gotta at least be equal on the road, and then work your way on those wins at home, because that's the most important part. The Mets haven't played well at home at all. They played better on the road this year so far than at home, and it's a drastic difference. I know the 0-5 didn't help, but they haven't played well at home. So they got to start going, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll take 3-3 on the road trip if this score holds true all day long. We'll take the 500 on the road trip on the West Coast swing, and then we'll go back home and see if they can get it together at home. But like I said, we were talking about the offense earlier today in the pregame. It just looks 9-day different right now. Offense is coming alive thanks to Lindor and Tyrone Taylor. And I like the pitch selections here. Brandon Nimmo still hasn't got it going, but for the most part, I like what I see today. So we'll take the positives where we can get them. And then obviously, like I said, the situational hitting is always going to need work because I feel like that's the one constant when I've been talking about this team. It's like situational hitting. That's always going to need work. And that's always a work in progress, especially at the major league level. But as Lindor gets his third hit of the day to the opposite side as a lefty, there you go. To everybody talking about Lindor, myself included, saying that he needs to be better and start swinging better from the left side. He's having himself a hell of a day. Tough pitch, great pitch location, and Lindor, being the veteran that he is, just poking that thing through that hole over there on the left side of the infield. So,
The thing with Lindor in this game, yeah, he's swinging at pitches outside the strike zone, but he's more balanced, and he's keeping all of his power back on his both legs, and you can see he can get to those balls instead of flailing out, being on his front foot, which is causing him to be way out in front. He's staying back on these pitches. Why he's getting to those balls now?
199. If he gets to 200, it'll be the fourth Met ever to get
leadoff single. Let's see if the Mets can cash in here with the middle part of their order coming up. Pete, Beatty, then Tyrone again.
That's within 200 home runs.
What was Alonso? Plus 550 to hit a home run today? Probably a hell of a lot more now.
Daniel was saying as soon as that line changed, like differential of like 200 ever since Blake Snell was announced that he went to the IL. There's a double play ball.
Yep.
All right. Pete upset him at himself.
Strangely twisting shot at the fifth. This one had a lot of spin on it as well.
They got jammed up there. Curveball backed up inside and tied him up.
So 2 out of nobody on now. Brett Beatty, who's 0 for 2 in the one. Takes a strike. Talking about the Cardinals coming in on Friday night. The Cardinals have struggled so badly offensively that they had to make a move. Today they sent Jordan Walker to the minor leagues. Walker got sent to the minor leagues last year after a fast start.
I think Jackson was on the Braves before, if I'm not mistaken. He looks familiar. I think is it Luke Jackson?
That's a good question.
186 for 2 runs.
You might be right. I'm not sure what these people are doing. God forbid they actually like baseball. I tell you.
Nolan Arenado has picked it up. He got off to a bad start, but he's not hitting for any power. 349 over his last 12 games, but no power. And they're missing Tommy Edman, who's a huge piece for them.
It is Luke Jackson.
Scott, who's probably not ready.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So they put it in center field, but he's hitting under 100. So that hasn't helped either. Bullpen's been awfully good. Led by Ryan Helsley, who already has 7 saves for a team that only has 10 wins. That's top past the mound. Another chance for Ahmed behind the back.
The grounder for Beatty.
All right. Well, going through the motions here to end this game for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to the bottom of the 7th. We'll see here. I mean, 6-0, you'd like to think the lead's pretty safe, but you never know nowadays. So we'll see.
Yep. And how you like it, Chris? You got to stretch a little bit during these games. And
yeah, man, I'll tell you, it gets like a little much here. I might have to go off camera here and grab some water in a second. But yeah, man, it gets a lot to sit here through these games. But honestly, I can only imagine before the rule changes how much more exhausting it was sitting through a 3.5-hour ball game instead of like a 2.5-hour ball game. So we're about 2:05 on the stream right now. But yeah, man.
Bro, I tell you, in 2022, if I must have did about 4, because I used to do a pregame attached to the live stream of the in-game,
Right.
like the same stream. I was doing 4.5 hours almost every day in 2022. Like I think I did over 90, about 85 games live stream. Like that's insane.
That's nuts, and that's dedication too. Like that's like I don't even know if I could sit through that myself.
Especially those 7 o'clock games going into 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I'd be going to work at 2 o'clock in the morning, getting like an hour's sleep. But it was fun though.
Crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. It's fun though. It's fun.
See, and that's why you got so many supporters, Rob. Everybody in this chat, because you put in the dedication, the hard work, and it pays dividends. People notice.
Yeah, well, you know what? My channel got pretty big once I started doing the in games. And listen, we do this because we love it, but
Yeah.
you know, we try to entertain as well. And like I said, I'll never forget the first couple of in games I didn't get a lot of good views, but once I did a day game on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday when the Mets were home, it was like getaway day. They actually like there was about 400 people in the stream, and it was because a lot of people were at work and couldn't watch it, so they listened to my stream, which was awesome.
That is cool. And I feel like people just like, especially if you're out and about somewhere and maybe you don't want to listen to the radio, although Howie Rose does a good job. Like, I feel like people like just having that commentating. And it's a tough sell to try to get people to listen to us over like GKR, obviously.
Sure.
But hopefully we're providing everybody in the chat some entertainment for,
But you know
especially
what?
for a matinee. Like a 3:45 p.m. start is like awkward. You know what I mean?
I agree 100%. All right, so we got 7th inning. Garrett. Oh, that might be gone.
Yep. Solo home run to start the 7th.
Season and the third of his big league career to get the Giants on the board.
Well, he challenged him. 6-run lead.
Yep.
Got to challenge him.
Oh, that guy's hype. He caught the ball over there. That's
He
crazy.
didn't even catch it. It bounced like 14 times.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep, Kev.
This wasn't a mistake. Oh, yes, it was. That was the spinner that didn't spin. Just stayed inside corner.
So Mets got a 6-1 lead, bottom 7. You know, Reed Gary, you got to challenge the hitters. Don't walk guys to solo home run.
Not Mike Fitzgerald that played for the Mets as catcher. Part of the
Jay, you ain't kidding. I fill the air by arguing with myself sometimes, or most times.
In what, 88? He played 13 games.
But it is a lot of help that I have like a co-host and stuff too, because I don't just yell at myself.
Looks exactly like
Yeah, that's awesome, Kendall. That's awesome. You know I love you guys. I love that you guys hang out with me, even though I'm nuts. But hey, you can't be a Mets fan and not be nuts. So. Christopher home run, solo home run.
Today.
All right. Got the strikeout. Good job.
He goes down on strikes for the second time. That's 3 strikeouts and 6 batters for Reed Garrett. And now Lamont Wade with that for Austin Slater.
He's got a good splitter. And the thing about the splitter, folks, is that I know I've said it ad nauseum. It's no longer a secret. It looks like a fastball coming in. There's no read of the seams. And that's what makes it such a devastating pitch.
Wade started last night, went 1 for 3, drove in a run. So off to a phenomenal start this year. Plays
Christopher, I don't care if it's not a shutout. I just want to win the ball game. Shutouts don't mean nothing. It's cool to talk about for like 2 minutes, but a W is a W.
4 hits, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. So that means a Mets starter will not get a win today. The Mets have had 12 wins this year. Only 4 of the wins have been credited to the starting pitcher. Gives you an idea just how much the bullpen is coming to play for the Mets in this early season.
There's the home run. It was a hanging slider, and he just got the barrel. Brutus Beefcake. Very pleased with himself. Splitter sailed outside. It's 2-2 away. So Garrett's
All right, put him away here, Reed.
So he's starting with the split grip. And he throws the splitter down.
Oh,
Nice pitch.
It's 3-2.
yeah, I thought he would have got him to bite, but that was a great take.
Oh yeah.
Whereas the on deck batter. Three-two coming. It's bounced down first to foul ball. So Met relievers have 8 wins. Reed Garrett already has 3 of those wins. If he were to get a win today, the third Met pitcher in history with 4 or more relief wins in the first 25 games of the season. Dennis Cook in 1999. Hansel Robles, 2017.
Got him.
He lost
Oh,
Wade. So
just missed.
But Wade has a good eye at the plate, good on base percentage.
It was definitely a ball, but it was a good spot, and I thought that
Not
what the
pitched.
umpire was sort of how he was calling the game, Reed would have got a gift there, but great take again.
Yeah. Sure, Reed Foley warming up. He'll probably finish the game, hopefully.
Is Dennis Cook. Texas to Warsaw. Over Flores, who takes low and away ball 1. Baseball's an international sport now. Doesn't Cook protect them? Yes. No. All right. You just said it. I said that. Sorry. Wilmer's 1 for 2 in a walk and a base hit to right field his last time up. Top corner, it's 1-1. Cook was a terrific relief pitcher for the Mets.
Talking about Dennis Cook,
Bobby Valentine.
one of the better left-handers the Mets had in their bullpen for years.
Real game out there. He could hit too. That's when you had Benito doing the saves. Benitez. Yes, Benitez. Wendell, that group. It's a good bullpen. Garrett ahead on Flores 1-2. And will lay off the splitters. Last couple of hitters for the Giants, unlike the first few, have been able.
Movement on his pitches is nasty though, but it's like we talk about those competitive pitches, man.
Making him more here today. 31st pitch coming up. And he struck him out.
All right.
There we go. That is insane. That's like that's gonna be on Pitching Ninja. I don't know if you know that account, Rob. I don't know I forgot who runs it on X, but that's gonna be on Pitching Ninja. And the movement on that is just unfathomable. Like I'm not sure how anybody hits that. It's like starting off middle, and then just tailing to the other batter's box.
Yeah, I agree.
Porto with 2 out to runner at first. Michael up 3 times today and struck out all 3 against Sean Manaea. Garrett's spin rate is sweeper. Yes, it's 2,764 today. That let me compute that. He doesn't throw a sweeper by the books. It goes on the baseball savant as a sweeper. Whether you refer to it that way or not. I prefer to use the all-encompassing term slider. Right. For both tight sliders and the sweeper sliders. But that's just me. 1-1 to Conforto. Oh, and he laces by the other way. That's that. Wade with the third. Conforto at second base. And it's Thursday of the day. Opposite field up.
Conforto's killing us this series. I mean, he's swinging a hot bat. He's returning to the old Conforto, hitting opposite field, hitting to all fields, and it's showing. But yeah, man, I don't know.
Pitch on the belt and goes with it, and I think that's going to be it for Mr. Garrett.
This last out and go grab the bats. Oh, Mendoza's on his way out.
Yeah, Mendoza's not playing with this game. Any signs of trouble?
No, not at all.
And you know what? I 100% agree. This is a must-win here, in my opinion. Not the end of the world, but I think it's important to get a win and end up the road trip of 500. You can't play games and lose this game. Not up 6-0.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, so Reed Garrett's out of the game right now. Sean Foley hopefully is the last pitcher coming out of that bullpen, because if he's not, that means the Mets are in trouble. It means the Giants are making a comeback, and we got to start using our A guys, and you don't want to use our A guys. Save them. You don't need them. You were up 6 runs. You shouldn't have to use those A guys. And then they have off tomorrow. So you got 2 days off before you go into the Cardinal series at home. On Friday. So you're gonna have the black jerseys on Friday. You're gonna have the City Connects on Saturday. So it's a lot of little nostalgia if you're late 90s, early 2000s Mets fan like I was when I grew up. I lived through the black jerseys. So that's why those will have a soft spot in my heart. But it's going to be interesting because I want to see them on the players without the white lining. I know that's relevant to the W's or the losses, but it's going to be. I can't wait for Saturday though when they wear the City Connects. I'm gonna, they always look better on the players, not on people like us.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And I'm usually not like a jersey guy to be a stickler, but I'm actually very curious about what they're going to look like out on the field. And I love the black jerseys as well. I know there's a lot of mixed opinions. And it's not Sean Reed Foley, it's Ottavino out there. Interesting. He pulled a 180 on us.
Yeah, Mendoza is definitely not playing around. So there you go.
I watched it on the iPad.
Interesting.
I want to watch every at bat, especially if we have righty pitching. I'm going to pay attention to how the hitters got out, what pitch choices our starter was making, when they got hits, what was
Chris, I'll be right back.
Up to that hit.
Yeah, no worries.
I think beforehand, I think in the moment there's always something.
All right, Otto's in to hold it down.
Seems to be on the fastball. I just want to be aware of that. I don't want to just go in there blind and hope something works.
Makes sense to me. Up to the face, Jorge Soler with second and third and 2 out. What's been amazing about Ottavino this year.
Nice. That sweeper is just a bender, man. It's crazy. That movement's insane.
It's a small window there.
And still, Christopher, I noticed you were asking me about me being scared of Soler as a batter and to face him. It's not a coincidence that the Mets have now changed pitchers twice when Jorge Soler has come up. It's not a coincidence. So if you don't believe me in terms of not keeping the pitcher out there to face Soler, I mean, you see Mendoza's strategy this game. Quick 0-2.
Soler. He hits the outside.
Struck him out, painting the corner. Right on the outside corner, 3 pitches to get Soler. Looking tremendous location, Rob. That was as textbook of an at-bat as you could have had if you're Adam Ottavino.
Yeah, and listen, I know Sean Foley was going to come in, but Mendoza's playing no games. Nice 1-2-3, 3 pitches to get Soler out with Ottavino. And what do you think? Ottavino's going to come out for the 8th, or you think he just got him in this one batter just to not mess around with runners on base?
I think they'll go with him for the 8th, and then they'll try to give Sean Reed Foley the 9th, because I don't think that. Sean Reed Foley is still early coming back from injury. I don't think they're going to stretch him for 2 innings. So I think that it might be Ottavino with as efficient as in that bat that he just had right there. Striking out Soler, and then they're going to go to Sean Reed Foley for the 9th. That's my guess.
Yeah, possibly. I was just curious because, to use your A guy, one of your A guys. There is an off day tomorrow, so I guess that's what he's thinking. It's a 5-run ball game again. A couple of bloop in the blast get them right back in the ball game. So I guess it's the end of the road trip. Get a victory coming back home. Get a little confidence. Get it back on the plane. All the way back to the East Coast. Look, I already said it 400 times. It's a must win. I know it's not, do or die. It's 24th game of the season, but it's important. It's really important in my opinion, because you got to get that confidence back. Because it started well, the West Coast trip, and it's kind of ending in like a bad trend. I mean, the Mets fans are basically going back and forth with each other of which player sucks more over the last 3 days. So get the victory. Everybody will have smiles coming back home to face St. Louis.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, just not yeah, I agree with you. Like this is another point that we said on the pregame stream. Like you can't go out with a sweep here today, and you got to play it as aggressive as the Dodgers played it when we were going for the sweep in LA. So I like the strategy here by Mendoza. It's really been a clean game for the Mets all around I mean, if you just subtract some of the walks given up by Manaea, but yeah, I'd like to see maybe an insurance run here. We'll see how they utilize the pitching in the 8th and 9th, but 6 more outs. That's what you got to get. And that's how you got to think if you're a Mets player right now, a Mets pitcher. So dang, Tomas Nido was kind of busting it down the line. I've never seen him run so quick, to be honest with you. Or was that Nido or was that Taylor?
Oh, that was Tyron Taylor, I believe. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I know that wasn't Tomas Nido. I need to get my glasses on me apparently, but I was like, yeah. I was like, did Nido get faster? My bad. My bad.
So good. So good.
It's that point of the
Hey,
game,
so
Rob.
that's the bat you want to see for McNeil. That should be a double. Gun it. Gun it. Run your ass. There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Gapper.
Run up.
Is that McNeil's second hit of the day? No? Yep.
Yep.
Check into the studio, get a preview of what's coming up on.
He's swinging the bat really well, Rob. I got to give him a shout out. Swinging the bat really well.
Yeah, because he's not swinging for the fences anymore. You see that nice leveled swing? Not trying to do too much with it.
Yep, absolutely.
Amazing what
Hopefully the
happens.
Mets can cash in this run.
Hey, get that run back.
Now Harrison Bader with McNeil at second and 1 out takes a fastball strike from Rogers. What I find interesting is that Tyler Rogers throws submarine and Taylor Rogers is a left wing and left right. Well, yeah, that's they're twins. My brother and I are both left.
So is this
Messed up.
the same Rogers that was on the mound? This is the brother, right?
Yeah, they're on the same team.
Yeah. Because this guy has a different arm action. The other one is a little bit more submarine, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, okay, I see now.
And this is Trevor.
Yep.
Yesterday, easy one on Monday. And Bader lifts that one along the right field line, long run for Wade over near
Long
that
run.
ball that lands.
Nice. Fell.
Too close to being a fair ball.
Yeah, I think Trevor Rogers, former Marlin, if I'm not mistaken, no?
Yep.
Bader back in with a 1-2 count. Fouls back a fastball, still with the ball 2 strikes. The Giants have now used.
That's a dangerous pitch. I know Bader just fouled it back, but that's a dangerous pitch. That was the heart of the plate.
Before the game, he was expected to start today, went on the injured list with an adductor muscle strain. He suffered at the bullpen the other day. It's fell down the left field line. Probably been just as well for Snell to take a deep breath. And he hadn't had any spring training after signing late. And now he could probably work his way back properly. But with the Giants in a bind today, forced them to throw a bullpen game. They have a couple of days off coming up in the next week, so they'll be able to get their rotation back in order. It's hit on the ground to shortstop. Ahmed waits on it. Goes on Bader 2 out.
That's good base running by Jeff McNeil running on contact, because usually when a ball gets hit to the left side with less than 2 outs, you hold your ground. But he was running on contact there, which is good.
Bobby Ray is coming back to Tommy John surgery, who they hope to have ready by mid-summer. They've got reinforcements coming, much as the Mets do. Senga, McGill, and Peterson all on the horizon. Here's Tomas Nido, who's 0 for 2 in a walk. Takes a slider for a strike.
Get that 2-out RBI.
Ryan Walker to start for an inning. Sean Jelly.
The sun's killing me. I gotta go fix this real quick.
Piece from Eric Miller and Luke Jackson. Ball strike. Nito is 0 for 2 to walk today. Ross making his second start since being called up. West Francisco Alvarez on the roster. Inside 2 balls and strike. Well, here's how the preparation for the Gold Glover at third. Very light spread. Feet wide apart. Scott Gold. Yes, good call. To keep his feet light. Good call.
Twos, Rob. Runner on third, twos.
Best third base of their generation. 2-2 coming to Nito. Slider hit right back to the back.
Where's that speed, Nito?
Against this man.
Forget about it.
Yeah, so I wanted to just bring up something that Jim brought up in the comments about why bring in Reed Garrett than pitching him 2+ innings in a 6-run game, because he's one of the guys. He's one of your long mans, right? Chris just put up a good point. You could have brought in Shory Foley that early, but he's just coming back from injury, so you don't want to stretch him out like that, which is a good point by Chris. Yeah, Reed Garrett is your best option who can go multiple innings. There's not many guys in the Mets bullpen other than Sean Reed Foley that can go multiple innings or maybe 3 innings. Because Reed Garrett, if he was doing well and didn't have to get pulled, he would have pitched 3 innings. So I don't know. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think that was a good move. Listen, it was a 6-run game in the 5th inning. Like, you got to keep this game, out of hand. You can't make it get close. They can score 1 run, 2 runs here, and get right back into the ball game, Chris. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you agree with that.
And I think that the reason why, first of all, Reed Garrett, I'm never going to complain if he's in the ball game, right? He's performing phenomenally, but the reason to extend him is I really think that they're trying not to use Edwin Diaz today, even with the off day tomorrow. They just want to keep him fresh, and they just want to get through the game. Like, they're willing to sacrifice Adam Ottavino, obviously Sean Reed Foley and Reed Garrett, but they're really, and with Brooks Raley going down too, like, the 8th inning is going to be as questionable as ever, right? Maybe not this game, but in this upcoming series with Brooks Raley hitting the 15-day IL. So I think that they stretched Reed Garrett like as much as possible in this game to try to skirt around using Edwin Diaz, which is a smart move through and through. You don't want to burn Edwin Diaz out in the first month after he missed a literal entire year. So I think it's been great bullpen management up until this point in this game.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you have to be careful with Edwin Diaz. I know the Mets haven't really gave him a lot of opportunities to be out there, but yeah, I absolutely gotta take care of Diaz as much as possible, because you're gonna need him late in the year, especially the big games when if you're in this hunt, in the playoff hunt, you're definitely gonna need him. So Ottavino is out in the 8th inning. So 6-1 Mets, bottom of the 8th.
1 for 3 today. Base hit back at the 2nd. The slider is on the outside corner. It's 0-2. 5 pitches, 5 strikes for Ottavino.
And some generous calls here, huh?
Ottavino started throwing that.
Listen, the quicker the better. Get out of this. Get out of the Bay Area with a win.
Absolutely.
Last year, kind of lost it. Now he's zeroed back in.
They talked about it on the broadcast. Ottavino's throwing a lot more strikes than he did last year. That helps that slider a lot.
Say he throws a sweeper.
It sets him up nicely. I agree.
Change up foul to play this 1-2. Well, that is, you called it, Garrett. It's really shades of Scott Rowland, and that is Chapman.
Daniel, I'm sorry about the Alonso home run bet. Eventually it's going to hit, I promise you.
Hey, just think, on Friday it might go up to like 800.
Yeah.
Shoot, you put 100 down on that, man. That's a $900 in your pocket right there.
Good payday.
Top spin balls. That's why he stayed so low. 2-2 to Chapman. The slider popped foul, backing out of play. John Manaea went 4 2/3, allowed no runs and 4 hits, pulled 1 out shy of qualifying for a win because he threw 101 pitches at season high. Reed Garrett threw 33 pitches in his 2 innings, allowed a run on 2 hits, struck out 4. Now Ottavino gets a ground ball from Chapman right to McNeil.
There you go. 1 out.
For the Mets, your radio home for the Mets is WCBS 880 and streaming on the free Odyssey app. Mets go home after the game today.
It's a pretty tough stretch there, Rob. 3 against the Cardinals, 4 games set against the Cubs, and you got the Rays. So
And then the Cubs are in
Yep.
4 games.
I mean, good. It's home. The Cardinals are struggling right now. They show that Arenado's hitting the cover off the ball, but Goldschmidt is not doing well. You got to take advantage of a bad Cardinals team right now. You really at home.
yeah, absolutely.
Because that Cubs series is going to be tough.
Yep.
Even though the Cubs haven't really been great either this far this season.
What do you think? Do you think they're Russian? I was not commenting on their nationality, but you always wonder, are those real people complaining, or are they planted?
I think they're real people.
Yeah.
I think real Met fans are complaining. I will say this: it gives me a chance to spend an extra day here. I'm going to fly back Friday. I get an extra day to spend with my brother.
You get home Friday in time to watch the game on now.
I got a 7 a.m. back.
Oh, so that's good.
Yeah.
You know how to get the game on Apple?
Yeah, I have Apple TV.
You do, okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure that you're fully equipped with everything that you need to keep up with the goings on. Because that'll be J.D. Martinez's first game Friday.
That's right.
So we will be doing his Mets debut. A swing and a miss. Bailey's
Beautiful.
down. And then Saturday will be the first time that the Mets wear their city connect.
Beautiful sequence there.
We're not going to be doing
Yep.
that game either. Historic game. And we thought maybe they could save it for us.
Fox likes to crowd the horn in.
Here's Jungle Leo for the second time. He flied out his first time. So the plan is for the City Connects to make an appearance for the Saturday home game. So, the next Saturday home game will be broadcast. We'll get to partake. By the way, the Cubs are coming in on that next homestand for 4 games next week, and they will not have Cody Bellinger. Bellinger crashed into the brick wall at Wrigley yesterday and fractured 2 ribs.
Yeah,
So
of course, Robert. Pete Crompton is going to kill the Mets when he faces him.
Armstrong made his big league debut last year, probably becoming with the Cubs to City Field.
We talked about the 2-0 count. It was the first time for 2-0 count for Adam.
That's just nasty, Rob. Like, oh my goodness. Adam Ottavino's throwing just benders out there. It's absolutely insane, the movement on the pitches. And it's like, it's nice to not have any fall off in terms of the movement of pitches when you go from Reed Garrett to Adam Ottavino.
Yeah.
He splintered his
Yeah,
back.
it's crazy because like as a left-handed batter, especially when I was in college, not mostly high school, but in college, when I started to see a lot more sliders left-handed from a right-hander, there was always this one guy that I faced. He was in our division, always throwing that slider inner half. Like he never missed a spot against me. Every time,
Right.
it was just right in the perfect spot. Like some of them I would take, some of them I would swing, look like I was an idiot, like I never played baseball before. But yeah, man, that slider can be a hell of a pitch, especially when you can throw it on the inside corner like that.
Yeah, that was always my most disliked pitch too, is hitting that slider. It's an absolutely unfair pitch if you have control over it like Adam Ottavino has today. So it's not really much you can do about it. Just hope that they're just missing with it outside.
Moves his feet and draws a walk. It's the 6th walk given up by bad pitchers today.
Why are they booing?
Because it was a long close.
Did Keith say, why are they booing?
1 walk, 16 strikeouts. You take that for a shoot. Now Tyler Fitzgerald, who hit his first home run of the year, the third of his career, leading off at the seventh against Reed Garrett. And takes fastball outside for ball one.
All right, time to settle down now, Mr. Ottavino.
I will say Pluto on the mound Friday night for the first game of the homestand against Miles Michaelis of the Cardinals.
Spot.
On Saturday, he's been terrific since coming back from a spring training hamstring injury. That's Adrian Hauser on Saturday, and then Quintana against Lance Lynn on Sunday. That's the next broadcast. So, slider off the plate, and it's 2.
All right.
I'm not sure. I know I have. Expected one high-speed hitting. Tyrone Taylor has had 3 of the 4 hardest hit balls in this game, and double the home run and an out.
Look at that. That's beautiful. Tyrone Taylor's name all over that graphic.
Oh, another hits batsman. Oh, they hit the bat.
Oh, yikes. Oh, they called a foul ball.
I heard that. Albert wants to check it out. No challenge.
Yep.
Off,
Hit the
off
bat.
the knob.
Twice in a game. That's crazy.
The hit batsman on the field, and it's a challenge to overturn it. And now it's 2-2 to Fitzgerald. Hey,
Goodbye.
he goes to
Sure, come out. There we go.
There we go. Top of the ninth.
Love that.
Mets lead 6-1. Ottavino in the third of successful. Was in the third, in the 2/3. In and then 2/3, I believe. 2/3. Doesn't matter. Fact is, he pitched well.
Yeah, he looked really good, really solid. Location was there, movement was there, and that's exactly what you need. Mets need 3 more outs to secure the win and avoid the sweep going back home. Unfortunately, Rob, I do have to get out of here a little bit early today. I know we're kind of messaging here on the side. Apologize to cut it short, but I will be still watching as I drive off, and I'll still be watching the stream. I'll hit the comment section here in just a little bit. So this is really fun. We got to do this again. You let me know when we're going in-game live again. Apologies for the technical difficulties, by the way, to the chat as well that was watching this from start to finish. Some delay in sort of communication there. But Rob, it's always a pleasure. We'll be back for a pregame, maybe a roundtable tomorrow night and a pregame on Friday. So we'll be doing that. I appreciate you having me on.
All right, man. You have a good day. Safe ride, buddy. All right.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Shout out to the chat. Let's go Mets. See you all in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up.
So that's Chris right there. All right, guys. Let me fix this really quick. All right. Trying to get a better angle here. What do we got? There we go. We'll leave that like that. I don't like that either. Oh, blocking everything. All right, we'll just leave it like that. No, I don't like that either. Let's see what we got. All right, I'll be right over here. Why not? There we go. Yeah, guys. So, we'll just leave it in the middle. Why the hell not? Yeah. So, guys, like I said, 3-3 is a good road trip. The game's not over yet, but we take this ball game 3-3 on the West Coast. I'll take it. So, Nimmo leading off 6-1, top of the ninth.
And there are his numbers. Just acquired on Saturday from Toronto. Cash consideration. Pitching 4 games for the Blue Jays this year. Came up with the Dodgers. He was starting pitcher for LA. Started 18 games in 2022. Working out of the bullpen. Sells a fastball upstairs to Nimmo 2-1. Brandon looking for his first hit in this series. He's got 0 for 9, 1 for 17 on the road trip. Buddy Walker scored a run in the third. There's a strike 3-1. Starting Marte on deck, and then Francisco Lindor. Would imagine that Edwin Diaz is going to pitch tonight. Yep, Edwin is up in the bullpen. despite the score, he hasn't pitched in nearly a week. With an off day tomorrow. So I want to get Diaz.
So Diaz is coming into the game because he hasn't pitched in a week. Got to give him a little bit of pitching going on, and I had the off day tomorrow.
That's outside ball 4. Nimmo's on the leadoff walk. Second time he's walked today. Now the Mets will be back to California, but they are leaving for the moment after 6 days in Los Angeles and then in San Francisco.
Don't worry, they're not going by boat, folks. They're flying home.
Boat trip would be,
Yeah, Robin, it's been a long day. I'm still trying to get more furniture, moving stuff around. You know, it's constant. You know, I don't start work until next week officially, but still.
too many yoga rooms in airports in the East. California, ready to pose. Off the end of the bat, shallow right center, angling in his weight, and he puts it away to retire. Marte, one away.
I tried. I haven't got the patience. You know, I get it. It's wonderful, but you know, it takes an hour, and I can't go there. I can't do it.
What are you doing with that hour?
What am I doing that hour? I'm getting bored.
No. I'm saying instead of going to yoga and doing something healthy for your body, what alternative activity are you participating in?
You can listen to music. You can mow the lawn, or I can go up and, you know, I can clip the roses.
No, we don't want you clipping roses. That's how you almost killed yourself a couple years ago.
I do not go up in the pergola anymore.
Do you actually mow your own lawn?
No, I don't. I was BSing that.
It's the first BS we've heard from you all day. Outside of the Jordan's 1-2. Francisco's had a big day today. His first 3-hit game of the season, 2 singles and a 2-run homer. Can only spend an hour on a party boat instead of, on a yoga mat. Up and away to Lindor.
So Lindor had a nice day, 3 hits left-handed. Looking a lot better at the plate left-handed today. A lot more balanced at the plate.
But 1 hour, no thanks. An hour and a mat, no.
Well, I mean, when you go to the gym, how long do you spend?
I don't go to the gym. I have a trainer that comes to my garage.
Oh, well, okay. When the trainer comes to your garage, how much time do you spend
warming up?
Just the entire program.
It's around an hour 15.
So there you go.
But it's something I prefer to do.
It's the activity.
Yes.
It's not the time. But I was just trying to ascertain because you kept focusing on the hour like it was a huge time commitment.
Now, what my trainer does do when I'm done, I go on the elliptical for 15, 20 minutes to warm up, to break the sweat. Then I work out for the hour with my trainer. And then when we're done, he stretches me. It's important to stretch. And I'm still tight as a board.
What's so funny? I'm just trying to think of a tight board.
So that's I do it every other day. So
how's it coming along?
It's coming along. I do it at 10 o'clock. So every other day in the morning, not at night.
What about when you're on the road?
It's hard. You know what? It's tough to walk down the elevator, get on the elevator, and go to the gym.
Because it might take an hour.
I need someone to motivate me and push me.
Let's see.
I can't do it by myself.
Well, it's good you have a trainer. We can find somebody for you on the road. There's a ball game going on. 3-2 to Lindor.
Oh, goodbye. Ooh. Into McCovey Cole. 4-hit game for Lindor and crushes one to right field. 8-1 Mets. That's a game Lindor needed. There we go.
That's a nice capper to the road trip for Lindor.
Well,
yeah, I was on a fastball.
I got a feeling that Lindor would not have
the off. You have a day, there's right down the pipe. And he just clocks it. If a 4-hit day, you've been struggling, gosh, you just want to keep it going, you want to play. 16th career multiple home run game. Francisco Lindor. He needed that badly. He had a very rough night last night against Moving Well. He breaks out today with 4 hits, including 2 two-run homers. And that's a home 3 now with an 8-2-1 lead in the ninth.
Lindor's got to keep it going, man. We need something in the top of the order besides Marte.
4 hits today. Lindor, who was languishing for most of the early season, has gotten his batting average over 200. Lonzo flies out to Wade, and that's the second out. Well, you knew it was going to happen for Lindor. Just a matter of time. He certainly showed signs in Los Angeles. Now he's at 3 home runs on this road trip, 4 for the year, ready to get back in the groove. Here's Brett Beatty, who's over 3 and a walk. The Giant bullpen has lived up to what their numbers were coming into the series with an ERA over 5, and they've been rattled. Smoked for 8 runs, including 3 home runs, 2 for Lindor, Taylor. Well, it's got to feel good for Francisco. This is a prolonged struggle for him. It's no fun. Well, he's been used to having slow starts as a Met. This certainly was the slowest. But once he gets going, usually look out below. And Beatty lines one into right field for a base hit.
That's the type of line drive hitting I want to see from Beatty.
Series. White's not fooling anybody, I'll tell you that. This is another rocket. Hanging, breaking ball. Well, it's been a big day for Lindor. It's been a big day for Tyrone Taylor as well. Taylor with a home run, a double, 3 RBIs. That's now got 10 hits in the game. And Taylor grounds one down to Chapman at third. Takes his time.
All right. Last licks for the Giants. But not before Francisco Lindor put some added insurance to the Mets lead, 8-1 going to the bottom of the ninth. Edwin Diaz is coming in because he hasn't pitched in a week. And he got the off day tomorrow before we head home to face St. Louis. So, once again, guys, I appreciate everybody hanging into the first in-game live of the season on the channels, on my channel, and, of course, on Chris's channel as well. We're going to try to do as many as possible. Sometimes you'll be solo, but we'll do our very best to do it together. But, again, you will have us in the pre-games at the very least. But we'll definitely do this more often. Again, I'm going through the moving process. Chris, tough schedule with the playoffs with the Knicks and Rangers. He's doing a lot of content with them right now. So it's a lot of moving parts right now, but we will be doing it as much as possible. But first of the year, game 24 of the season, it's been constantly over 120 in the stream throughout the game. So I do appreciate everybody's support. But before anybody goes, make sure you hit on that like button on both channels, not just mine, not just Chris's, both of our channels. The more likes we get, the more this stream, even after it's over, stays at the top of the list for people who want to check in and check the stream out after the game as well. We get a ton of views after the stream as well, which always brings more people, more eyes to our channels. And look, that's what we want, right? We want fans of baseball, Mets fans, come together, have fun, and watch a game and give our reactions during the game. Friday is Apple TV Plus, and Saturday is Fox. Yehuda, the score is 8-1 Mets. I do apologize about game day. For some reason, StreamYard kept on disconnecting to game day, and it kept on knocking me off. So that's why game day's not up right now. But usually I'll have game day up, but I do have the audio up. And Edwin Diaz is on the mound in the ninth inning to get the W for the Mets to head back home to New York.
A little bit. He hasn't pitched that much. There hasn't been that many save opportunities. I'm sure that Edwin is not happy with the 4 walks and 7 2/3. He got himself in trouble last time and got the 2 strikeouts to pitch out of that bases loaded jam in Los Angeles.
Nick Ahmed leads off the last of the night. Ahmed's gone 0 for 3, struck out twice. That pitcher's struck out 13, one shy of a season high. Garrett went 2 innings of relief. Adam Ottavino an inning in the 3rd. Now Diaz trying to finish up. Now the slider gets him a half swing, but he held in time. 2-1. Wade on deck, and then Wilmer Flores against Diaz in the 9th. That's trying to finish off a 3-3 road trip. It certainly had its ups and downs. It's won a couple of thrilling games in Los Angeles Friday and Saturday. Then just with 3 runs in the next 3 games. Facing really tough pitching with guys like Glasnow and Webb in losing 3 straight, but now a dominant performance in the final game in San Francisco.
Yeah, they had their streak broken. I had 5 coming on this road trip out from LA, 5 straight series wins. And it comes to an end. They'll start a new streak.
We've got a struggling Cardinal team coming in on Friday night to start the series. St. Louis won today. We have good pitching from Kyle Gibson. They beat Arizona 5-1 after the Diamondbacks pummeled them last night. The Diamondbacks now had 3 games already this year that they've won by at least 13 runs.
They were here the series prior. They scored 17 runs against the Giants in the 2nd game of the series.
Highest scoring team in baseball coming into the day. Ahmed manages to make contact, rolls it out to Beatty.
1 out.
Throws him out, 1 away. How he hit that ball. Slide it way out of the strike zone.
Let's take a look. Well, Benny flying out. He let go with 1 hand. That's out here. But that's all he can do with it.
Still 1 out and nobody on. Now Lamont Wade came up as a pinch hitter in the 7th and drew a walk. And he takes a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, CP, they said he didn't want to he didn't pitch in a week, so they just want to get him some work, especially with the off day tomorrow. So I guess it makes sense, you got to give him some work. You can't, if there's a big spot during the weekend series, you don't want him not pitching in 8 days. So get him some work here.
John Manaea was resourceful today, if inefficient. Got up a bases loaded, nobody out jam, picked a runner off second base. Went 4 2/3, but it cost him 101 pitches to do so, and thus a chance to qualify for a win. He had a 6-0 lead, but he was pulled with 2 out of the 5th. The run came against Reed Garrett, first run he's given up this year, first earned run on a home run by Tyler Fitzgerald. Wade hits one on the right side, and a
Hey!
by McNeil, but he
Oh!
Wade is safe first. Terrific effort by McNeil just to get to that ball. Nice backup by Nito, but it's a base hit for Wade.
Really good effort here. And he had to rush the throw, and that's why he was off target there. He looked like his foot slipped back in off from under him, too, in the grass. Yep. There you go.
Now, Wilmer Flores is on one toward the left field corner, and that ball goes off the base of the wall. Wade hits for third. Oh, second, and Wilmer is tagged out.
Thank you.
With the relay from McNeil, and Flores is out at second for the second out of the inning.
Well, we know that Wilmer can't run a lick. And you think this is a double, automatic double. Most 90% of the league is an automatic double. Well played off by Nemo, off the wall. Perfect relay. And Lindor has the presence of mind to realize the back runner. And he has a chance to get him. I'm sure he beat. What a nice play.
Good heads up by Nemo, hitting the cutoff man, and nice play to get Lindor to throw it to McNeil for the second out.
And he swings and misses, a ball and a strike. Porto, a double at 4 trips, struck out the other 3. Wade at third with 2 out. Watches the fastball up and away from the 2 balls and strike. So by his body language, just does not have the adrenaline cooking in an 8-1 game.
I still feel he's just not in sync yet. He hasn't rounded out.
Ground ball down to Alonso, makes the flip. High!
Oh!
Diaz can't snag it. As Wade comes home, the ball game continues. It's now 8-2. There'll be an error on Alonso, tossing that flip too high for Diaz to handle.
Unnecessary extra pitches for
This
Diaz.
is a routine play here. Just got a little bit too loose. Hung on to it. Unearned run, that's for sure.
You know, you worry most about getting Diaz hurt on that play, coming back from major knee injury. Fortunately, he's okay. Here's Soler, and he takes a slider for a strike. So it's an error on Alonso, no RBI. Still one more out to get for Diaz. Soler's got 0 for 3 and a walk today. And he grounds one foul outside third. And now the Giants are down to their final strike. First error of the season for Pete Alonso. Seagulls at the ready.
They got upset.
Ground ball to McNeil. And the ball game is over.
And that ends the game. As Howie Rowe says, put it in the books. Mets win 8-2. Diaz finished up the game, get him some work. New York Mets are 500 on the West Coast trip. So you'll take it. Not exactly what the West Coast started. Thought we were going to have a big road trip, but solid road trip nonetheless. Coming back home, 2 games over 500, 13-11. Going to play St. Louis at home. They're struggling. The Mets got to take advantage of home field advantage here and get a couple of wins here, get some series wins, get back on that winning ways, and keep it going to the end of April. Because the end of April, it's going to be a tough go of it. Got a lot of NL East opponents coming up after the Cardinals and the Cubs. You got the Phillies. You got the Braves. So got a lot of tough games coming up at the end of April into May. But Mets salvage the series, win 8-2, 3-3 on the West Coast trip. And next time the Mets play, we will see our prize acquisition, JD Martinez, first time in the lineup on Friday. So the lineup's going to get stretched out. It's going to be a little bit longer now. But with that said, guys, the first in-game live of the 2024 season, Mets win. Put it in the books. Appreciate everybody hanging on for the 3 hours of the live stream. Check us out tomorrow. The Roundtable podcast will be back. Me, Chris, Hayden, and Hector. We're going to do it before the NFL draft because we don't want to intrude on the NFL draft. We'll probably do it between 6 and 7 o'clock. Around that time, probably 6 or 7, depending on what everybody's schedule is. But with that said, guys, we'll see you tomorrow night for the Roundtable. Let's go Mets. Mets win 8-2. Coming back home to face St. Louis. Have a great night, guys. Let's go Mets.
Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really sopping the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall. me.